we go.
Call two. You're my call. Jeremy. Jeremy or Jeremiah?
Anyway, in this spot, yeah.
Woody 4. Raise 6.
Right. Smart. Anti-cheat
Richard?
method.
Jose 4.
Alright, shenanigans.
Zach call 6.
Has he been on a
Lucy call.
Yeah.
Jeremiah call. We have 4 players.
You know, yeah, pocket sixes is right in that sweet spot. I did a sit and go the other day. I started off with pocket aces first hand, and I knew I'm doomed. That's all my luck right there.
Zach, it's me. Check.
Yep, six is right in that.
Jenny bet 10. Jeremiah call. Richard call.
That jack high flush and hold them.
Zach 4. 2 players.
Oh, bink right there.
20, Johnny. Call 20. Richard.
One of my favorite dealers.
Check, check.
Does not hit one of these routes.
I need some water and a half a
Flush.
beer. Bud Light.
Johnny win the hand.
Okay. Tell me that.
1 and 2. Thank you very much.
That's an ornery. That's an ornery giggle right there.
Blues Brothers. What kind of music y'all play over here? Both times, country and western. I'll have what you have. We are off to a good start doing 1-2, the standard block structure, which is actually kind of new to Kojak.
Woody raise 8.
Wow.
Richard call.
What's that? Oh,
Oh,
no,
thank you.
don't tell me.
Jose call.
Call.
Zach call. 8 to call you.
That's the kind of bad beat that you want. That's beautiful.
Call. Jeremiah 4.
Oh, yeah. Just so to say that.
5 players. Check. Johnny.
Poor Woody. You hate to see that ace high board.
Woody bet
Johnny's feeling
25.
Great though. Top pair, great picker. He is. This is a real action.
Richard
flop.
call. Jose 4.
All in.
Zach raise.
That bouncy is good. We'll knock out 3 players, right? Easy. Everybody's having a good time. The weather is beautiful.
What is it?
The great thing about Kojak's live stream, they're available on all kinds of platforms. Take your phone outside.
Johnny call for 6.
Sucks.
I'm say 46.
Call.
Okay. That's 50. That's still 25 big blinds. That is not a small bet. I have a feeling this game's going to take in about.
Make it fat.
Call, call. Thank you.
Good luck to you, Zach.
Johnny.
Oh,
Check.
spade
Check.
comes in. Nobody holding
Check.
spades. Well, Joni has 1 spade. So does Richard.
Check.
Richard right there. River Rat Richard. What would Charlie do? Oh, I love that.
60.
Bet 60 Woody. Richard call 60.
That is a skill.
That is a scare board. That's definitely a scare card, and with the action the way that it went on the turn.
And Johnny called
you gotta
60.
think,
Okay, side pot first. Side pot. Showdown. We have ace queen here. Wait, hold on. We have 7.
Straight.
Mm,
7, 8, 9, 10, check.
422
yes.
minus 2. Wait a
We have a
second.
straight for Richard.
We're on to
And sir, do you fold?
I'm lucky.
Okay, we have a winner, Richard.
Nice hand, bro. Thank you.
$300 of profit from that pot. This is a max buy. Just adding to the stack.
Sorry? Sir.
I gotta go in there for chips.
Right.
Yes.
Tough spot. I probably would have called that for sure.
Zach is going for more chips.
Well,
They don't.
why?
Tell us when you're coming to play that.
Okay,
That'd be
Richard
great.
is your turn. Call 2.
Richard's playing
Jose?
8 of hearts.
Fold.
Under the gun.
Johnny, call 2.
Free rolling.
Call. Check. Okay.
Now, is there a bonus for the 4-7 today? No.
Check. 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 Check.
Stay tuned. Bring that back. Johnny hits top
Check.
pair again.
Check.
They
Check.
come out on the turn
Check.
again.
Check.
Is gonna take it down. A 4 high flush. Technically, I guess.
4. With it.
Oh, he sure does.
Call Richard. 4-4. So, showdown. 4 cards. 2 cards. The flash.
More than 100 big blinds.
And Woody win the head.
It takes a while.
Yes. Your. Richard big blind.
Knock them out. Oh, snap.
Sorry.
Okay.
Jose 4.
Okay.
Johnny call 2. Jeremiah call. Woody call.
Check.
Check. 4 players. Mr. Sack is back. How much do you have, sir?
60.
That's gonna make it.
He's coming back with 60.
Calling me out.
Do not really feel
I'm checking.
high variance game.
Check, check. Johnny?
They check around.
Check, check. Sorry. Check.
Board. Jack Richard.
5.
Jack.
Oh, that's, I thought that was a 10. My bad.
Really with much
He said I'd give it to you. You want me to?
5 Johnny, 4 fold, and Richard call. Or Richard bet 5, yeah. So Johnny and Richard. Richard 5. Johnny 4, Richard win the hand. Wait,
sorry.
thank you. Thank you.
I like playing against Richard.
Small blind?
He's throwing that shot with me and you. We'll pair it up. In there. Totally fine. Well, I'm going to raise 15. Looks like George is going to raise it to 15. And he takes it down. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. So welcome back to the table.
Oh, it's on me. Sorry.
Nobody cares.
Call 2. Set.
Got a gentleman coming right here.
Johnny
in the
call
four
2.
seat. Oh, so much space over here, though. Yeah, you can scoot around some if you want. Get to your left a little bit.
Call 2.
get my feet wet. PLO.
Fold. Woody fold.
Thank you.
Richard, go.
I have to
Big
find
blind.
another place for this. Thanks.
Yes, sir.
When are we?
Jose raise 17.
Call.
Sack call. 17. Yeah. Call. And Richard fold. Who? Johnny fold. Yes.
Thank you.
3 players. Right.
That always feels good.
Jose 12.
Got him.
Sack Olin.
That's a good play right there. Pre-flop raise.
Not much. Poor little Zach.
43. Jose fold. Sack me in the hand. Small and big blind.
Oh, come on. Let's go.
Jeremiah, we'll see if we can get one.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, what's going on, sir?
Hello,
What do you
Scott.
do, Johnny? Just
Welcome.
show them like that one time and it's good.
Yeah, if they need them again, they'll tell her. Oh, yes, yeah.
They say you come in at 4, but I...
Well, he just asked me if 4 or 8, and I thought the tables
Ah, okay,
were
okay.
like they were.
Can he come into any place?
Well, he was just saying
Raise
because
Johnny
more
12.
room over there for you.
Okay.
Over there.
They're going to try and win their
We have a new player. I will tell you right now what it is. Johnny raised 12.
jumping back here with the ace queen show. The queen of spades.
300, sir.
You did, Johnny?
Is
Yes.
Okay. He's coming with 300. Is do you have a picture? Call 12. Okay.
Move 6 to 8.
Yeah. He has 300. Yeah.
Just gotta move.
It's on you, sir. 12 to play.
Jeremiah, I don't like it.
I had to bring you a table. You'll put your stuff on it.
Might be some
You
action.
said what?
I had to put a table behind you. If you want
Oh,
to put your stuff on
man.
it.
Yeah. You got a lot going on.
I'm 7. 8, 9. Just put them in 9.
For players.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's in
You want to check?
check.
Put him in 9.
I don't have his.
Okay, wherever you get it.
Yeah, can you put Mr. Scott in 9? 20, Johnny? Don't you have the card, right?
Second hand is actually stats.
Players card?
There's only
No, they said they were up there. They said they were putting me in.
Okay, 2 players, Johnny and Richard. 20.
Because I'm watching that John Wick.
Check. Check.
Any good?
Richard, we have
Yeah,
Roger,
it's
but I
alright.
don't have his card to put him online. Okay, check. We have Johnny with ace queen and ace king win. Richard, can you hear me? Chris, can you hear me?
Was it?
Oh, Richard realized.
Okay, I don't have the card for Scott, and I'm not able to put him on the table. He's in C. He's gonna play now. I give card to him or no?
You know, I like to
He's not an assistant. Okay, he's an assistant. You're in 8, sir.
8.
9 is fine, he
Saved
said.
all my money from that
So I
tournament.
put him on 9. I don't know.
Okay.
Whatever.
9 fine.
It doesn't matter. It's okay.
Flop the flush and he had the nuts on me.
So when somebody coming, what goes? Behind him or before him?
Yeah.
And just tell him our strategy. Seems like
I had a horrible shoot connector.
Call 2.
We had like 3-8 or something.
Call 2. Call 2. Scott call.
there's dead money out there. Scott decides to keep him. Jose
Hello.
Jack. Sweet spot, but
Jose raised 9. Zach fold. Johnny
It's
fold.
live stream.
Jeremiah call. Hi Kevin, how are you? Call.
Okay.
Scott call. Five players. 6 players. Right there when we Jenny, check. 25. Jeremiah. With the phone, Richard phone. Roger phone.
Getting a little audio
Jose
transfer
phone.
Quad
down
fives
here.
over
See if we can turn
Johnny phone. Jeremiah, wave your hand.
Let's see.
Royal Flush quad five.
test, test, test.
Okay, we have a new player, Kevin.
All right, so Jeremy.
So Scott goes on 9 and he goes on 8. What did I do here?
John, let me borrow some of them Ravens over there.
I put Scott on 9 and Kevin is in 8. Do you have the coach at Scott? Yeah, you have it? I'm gonna put him now in 8.
You're not very lucky, shit.
So we have, I think, hand number 8.
John is more blind and you're big blind. Wait, are you coming, sir? Yeah, yes.
Oh, no.
You're not big
Did you win
blind.
tournament?
No. Got third.
Third, really?
Oh, he popped the ball. Popped the cherry.
No, wait.
Had to
Yeah.
go out.
No, Johnny is in. Wait, Johnny is
You
in
had
4.
TJ?
And he's here.
Man.
Okay, table complete. Okay, he's gonna be in big blind. Johnny is in seat 4 and Kevin is in
You gotta
seat
watch
9.
out for
How much do you have? 300, sir?
Yeah.
Do you have 300? They both have
What,
300.
295?
295.
I have a turn.
His name is Zachary.
What is this, 1, 2?
Big blind? Let me see. No, he has because he.
You
May I have-
really bought for 60.
He bought for 60, but he win. What do you want?
One more card. One.
Yeah, even more.
One card.
In seat 4, yes, he's
They're
Johnny.
asking- They're asking her
He's Johnny.
if it's a good one, though.
Fold. Okay, Richard call.
Ooh, you were close.
Kevin call. Scott call.
Raise. 17.
Jose raise 17.
No, Jose.
No
No bueno.
good.
Zachary 4. Lucy.
Bueno, por acá.
I'm gonna call you Lucy because he's Johnny.
In the field a little bit.
It's beside you. You're my call.
That's
Richard call.
Everybody go.
Yep. Oh
You
no.
okay? Está bueno.
Kevin call.
Got to bet big to get some folds around here.
Scott 4.
Mucho bueno. Mucho feria.
5 players.
We're set 5-way action going to the flop. Oh,
Check.
4 of clubs, 3 of spades, 8, queen, 4.
That's a
Check.
That Johnny
Check.
pulls ahead of the double Jose's. Just like in blackjack, you don't want to see the dealer show up. Always show up ace. So anything that comes out is going to be right on top of it. Jack,
Jose bet 15. Johnny call. You're my 4.
Would love to see running clubs though. Oh well, never mind.
Richard call. Kevin call.
Every time I look down, beer's empty.
Beyond help.
That's good.
Richard, I
You
can
know.
That's not good right now. Nobody can see that coming. Oh, it's a good-
Johnny check.
Okay. Different face card. I was close.
Richard check.
Devastating. It would.
Like Joni's gonna pull in this pot. She's got
95%.
35.
We said 35. Johnny Carl. Richard Fall.
Definitely a scare card.
Johnny with the
I
Lots
knew
of
that's
queens.
what was happening.
Lots of queens.
Let them be the aggressor and just keep smooth on. I knew that's what was happening.
Team right now.
small and big blind.
Well played, man.
Ace key.
I lost too many
No, that part.
with that ace
Thank
queen
you.
already.
It's not my favorite hand.
Okay, she's up. She's in the black.
I know, it was trying. It was trying really hard.
I was just calling. Don't do nothing but calling.
Woody 4. Richard Carl. Kevin 4. Scott 4.
I'm gonna
Jose
scare
four.
everybody off now.
Zachary Reyes 40. 4.
Slow down, everybody.
4. No 40, just 4.
In my mind, it was 40.
Yeah. I read his mind.
Felt like a $40 raise.
Even before
Johnny
I looked
Carl.
at it, I knew it was
Johnny Carl.
sure at 100%.
You scare them off.
Jeremiah Carl. And Richard Carl.
Dang. I guess I should have limped in there.
5 players.
Can I get more
You want to
chips?
check?
Man,
Uh,
I have to go and buy it though.
no here yet.
It's on me?
Yes.
That's it.
Check. How much do you have?
Like 200.
200 or more? Because,
No, I have more than 2.
okay, 5, 24, Jeremiah 4, 3 players. Clark, he wants to know he can buy 100 more.
$100 more? Absolutely.
Where's it at?
On you.
Check.
Peel off the
And,
ribbon. Looks like Richard checked anyway, so Zach is a good option.
25, Johnny 4.
Justice Force.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm Amber. We're gonna have a hard time calling this one. Tried. Shuffling chips. Real hard.
Do they keep track of the chip stacks in there?
This one I don't know how much you want it.
Cold stare.
No, that's why they want to know.
What you're buying in for. That's why they don't know.
So they know how much each one of us has right now?
Yeah,
Showing on the screen.
subtracted.
And added.
More or less, because when you tip, they don't know that.
Where we at with that?
I gotta have a calculator.
Score.
Me thinking.
I'm just wondering if they're in there watching us, watching how much the pot's building up to and calculating it and putting it in here.
Yeah.
Check.
Molly,
They're doing
Raise
really
it
good.
in. Better lean.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
take
Like, like right now.
Fold.
Put a beer on that table. Yeah.
Do it.
No,
Appreciate
that's one of the ace queen.
Hold up.
it's on the live stream.
Small and big
Anybody else
blind.
want a beer?
You're awesome.
Yes, ma'am, please.
No straddles,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
One more,
bomb
please.
Okay.
No raising my big blind. Okay. No raising my small blind. No raising my button.
I'm doing all that now.
No raise. No, no bomb button.
Not today.
No pots.
Hey.
Just kidding. I hate long pots. It's a good thing for me.
Oh man, they ruined me every
Waste some
time.
time too, for me.
Nah.
Call 2.
I love
They look so promising every time.
What's your legs, Richard?
That spin.
Call.
So what happened to your legs?
My legs.
You're over here limping.
How's that fall?
I was just following suit.
Zach, it's on you.
Just keep that
Call
up,
2.
alright?
I've been watching
Johnny
you,
call.
so rub it off on me, I guess.
I don't limp. Yeah, I'm limp if someone else limps first. I think that's the only way I can limp.
Sit for race. 12.
Anybody else?
Maybe I'm just waiting on somebody to raise some repocket.
Yeah,
No,
you
thanks.
being sly, guy.
Thank you.
Under the gun limp.
You're my call. 12.
Strong.
You gonna get some action for it? Oh, excuse me.
For 11, Woody's going to make the call. I think Richard's going to make the call. Everybody's got a playable hand. Little connections. And you notice everybody's got a little 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 jump.
Almost.
Call Richard for
There
Kevin.
you
Call
go.
Scott. Zach, it's on you.
Gentlemen.
Call Sam and call Johnny.
She ain't folding now. I'll tell you that much.
Go.
When I called, she was in there.
The big pot going.
Then it was 3 more calls after
There's
me.
like 5 people in there.
That bomb pot.
Players.
You know, it's open. I almost sent you a screenshot. Ooh, look at this. Okay, 2
Check
spades.
them out.
Ace 3, 5. That's my 5.
25.
25 William.
Deuce. Top pair. A good straight
Richard
draw.
4.
Quarter to straight for Joni. Quarter to straight and quarter to flush. Also. Oh, I didn't even check.
Kevin 4.
Now, if that flush does come in, though, that's an action card. That'd be flush over flush. Joni and Johnny.
I folded.
Try and find
Scott 4. Zach. Skull call. Zach 4. Johnny call. 6 4 call. You're my call. That's it. Check.
Queen of clubs, queen of clubs. Now we got 4 clubs in
75.
that also opened up the door for the wheel and for Broadway.
Woody bet 75.
Have the Broadway card, so it's all scary. This is a treacherous board, as we say. 5-4, got a pair. Ace deuce got a pair. Queen 4 got a pair and a draw. 5-4, ace deuce both have a pair and a draw. 9-6, flush draw and
Scott fold.
draw. And then Johnny just on what we're hearing this over. I want that everybody is holding everybody else out. That they are.
Johnny call.
Trouble.
$300 a Roners. Joni calls the 75. 71,000. Calling 75. Put it at 400.
6 4 call.
That's enough.
Getting everybody.
That's a big old pot right there. Bubba with quite the decision.
Only 3 of
to
us.
make.
Maybe.
He's got great odds. Second pair.
Go.
He's only got second. He's got to do it. Here we go. 4 players. $521. This is knowledgeable. We're messing with
All in.
All in Jeremiah.
Oh man, that decision paid off. He says all in. It's like about $140-ish. Maybe $150. That Bubba's holding the queen. That's the question. Oh, looks like he does believe.
4 4 4 and Jeremiah win the hand.
Good hand though.
So he showed.
Shouldn't bet so much.
They're on the back. Oh no, those are his. Okay, yeah. They're on their.
Thank you, sir. Small and big.
That's what we need. We need a down there. So that right there takes him to taking that over $500. He's now $897 left. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players left.
Well, in other news.
Damn.
Start getting their stacks, adding on. Really, I expect players are super
4.
superstitious about it.
Call 2.
We want to sneak it back to the There it is, the Kojak. Got the Kojak. There it is. $10 raise.
Raise.
$6 raise.
No limpers, huh? No limpers. No limpers.
Pretty large.
12 is a limp.
Call 12.
There we go. Okay, he's got the 9-5. What is that called? Charlie check.
Call Richard. Call Scott.
Dolly Parton.
My
So we have four
chiquitita.
players.
Richard picks up a real one. Pocket tens. Those are almost as bad as pocket jacks. Yeah, keep that quads. Right. The binary. 1s and 0s.
Jeremiah is in the game, yeah. Four players.
I'm sorry?
Richard, second there.
Richard probably
Check, check.
that was an over.
15.
Jose bet 15.
Got a wheel draw.
$15 million.
That sneaky check.
You have fun?
No.
Jack to the ace.
Jeremiah call.
I got invisible.
Bubbles call.
Nah.
Richard raise.
Richard said, hey, whoa, let me guess. There's that check raise. Obviously, target.
100.
Certainly anybody would have made, especially in this position.
Can you spread your card here, please? Thank you.
Big blind check raise.
Scott 4.
Scott decides to get away from it with his wheel draw. Overcard. Little does he know it. He's got 2 cards that not worth it. He says, see you.
4 and 4. Richard win the hand.
Large
And Rick.
Thank you.
Do these little spots show the burn cards to them on the screen?
No.
Yeah.
Small and big blind. Big blind is Kevin. He's coming.
Live streaming, check it out or what?
I mean, I'll probably
Kevin is not
watch.
coming.
I'll probably watch this game a
Good
little.
luck, Scott.
Fast forward to it later. Just want to know
But do you?
how the table works.
4.
On the board, put up here.
So don't forget,
Table
we
reads
have
it.
1-2 tables up, $5 per hour. 1-2 tables, $5 per hour. We've got 5 on the button, Big'O running. That's $13 an hour. We got 5 on the button, no limit hold'em, 13 per
We
hour.
have 6.
And then this 1-2 right here, we're ready to start another 1-2 out on the outer table, $5 per hour. Love that. Very accessible game. Joni's drinking her half beer. I like how
Sit for a raise,
I love how Joni
26.
orders her beer. I need a half of Bud Light. Just a half.
So you crazy?
So we've got
4 Jeremiah.
So you
4
crazy?
yeah, Zach Stone opening
For Richard.
standard 3X. Pocket 10s. Yep. Johnny with the king queen, good 3-bet candidate.
Scott call.
No. Scott was so
It's
good.
in
Yeah,
yourself.
All in.
Scott picks up
Raise
pocket
your lean,
10s.
Zach.
Hey, I'm looking for action, man.
Get it in there.
Zach
Cracking
Stone
if you got action.
getting it in. I like
Best
that.
way to play that shit.
Very aggressive play, but may work out in his favor. I'm not sure if he can call.
You
in
brought the
Scott's
hundos on me.
I expect Joni and Johnny probably going to lay it down,
Just in case.
even though Johnny's 3-better.
136.
So we got a rebuy sitting there ready.
Johnny call.
Johnny,
It's a good.
let's get the game
Johnny
going
makes the
here,
call.
baby.
Wow. Okay. All right. I like this.
This is what we like to see.
This is 126.
Very action group right now.
136.
Johnny says I'm all in. King
And we
queen.
have
Johnny
Rolling
does get
from
it in.
6
Okay.
4.
That's why he pulls out the 300.
That's
rebuy.
right.
He wants to gamble. So Johnny just chopped up that tournament. Took around 1,000. Oh, he's free rolling. He's happy to get it in with king queen, and he's getting about the right odds, 25%, assuming everybody else calls. Scott's going to go all in over the top. Yeah, and that's going to force Joni to play because it's going to be around 200 more because Scott hadn't really played the hand yet. Scott's got $214. He'll be all in for this. Joni's got $46 plus. She's going to have to make that
He's
call,
only for
so he's gonna
172.
raise essentially 46 more.
Oh, he was on
Sure.
it too?
Yeah, either now or on the flop. Joni's kind of handcuffed there. Because she just committed herself to this hand. Scott with the decision, though. You mentioned earlier, there's no right way to play the Jose.
You put it like that.
I could think he's up against it.
172 to like a.
I had one of your outs.
He's
What's
hoping
going
for
on?
tens, but he does make the call. Just a call. He doesn't shove over the top, so I expect an all-in bet on the flop here.
Yeah, this is crazy.
All you had to do was
Massive
fold,
$600
bro.
pot already. I can't believe Scott.
Thank
I'm
you.
just joking.
Scott
Yeah.
call.
He's keeping 68 behind. So she's getting the pot correct. And once again, that question is still up.
Johnny,
Nobody has
call.
answered on our chat. Why do we never play poker in the jungle?
This table is stupid.
It's gotta be the way.
Yo, baby. That's what it's all about.
Okay, so Johnny called, right? So, 3, 172. Johnny, this is you?
Turn up this table.
This is the 172. Oh, you put it, that was a code?
Yeah, she
Okay.
called.
So I'm gonna put this on the middle.
So what she's doing right now,
So I'm
she's
gonna
getting
put
the pot correct
136 on the middle.
since there are so many people all in. We've got
For
4
me.
players
That's
all
all mine,
in.
right?
We've got the weakest hand,
Right, that's mine.
King
35,
Queen versus
36.
Ace 4. That's just above that. Pocket 10s by Zach Stone sitting at 16%. That's statistically the weakest hand. And then you've got Scott setting a little,
125,
just about 33%
30,
to
35,
take this pot down.
36.
Joining us in this booth is Mr. Smokey watching
that's
1-2
mine.
action here.
I know, I'm gonna put it by the
With
side.
$653 in the pot pre-flop. Started off, somebody looked down at pocket 10s, bet.
One,
Pocket jacks comes along, raises up a little bit.
Yeah, that's the side I'll let you
Ace
have.
4, King
Yeah,
Queen.
Ace 4 raised it up. King Queen goes all
So this
in.
is the main pot,
Yep, here we go.
and this is the side pot. Still action between you
Yep,
two.
oh, still action. So we've got Jones got about
I put all my chips in
No,
there.
you put about one by the side. You didn't say your link. You just put
Yeah,
one, so that was a call. Your movement was a call. You didn't put it together. Just put one, so that was a call.
Right.
So the question by the player was, I thought I was
Still
all in,
action
and the
between you
dealer
two?
explained putting one chip into the pot is only a call.
Scott,
So action on the outside, 3 spades, 9-3 deuce, 9-3 deuce.
Check.
Johnny's got the
Johnny,
what
check.
on the hand would be the nut spade draw. So here we
Listen
go,
here.
and it goes check check. Pocket jacks does not bet.
Pocket Jacks does not bet.
Joni now has a
20,
pair
30.
with the shot to the 5 for
and
the
Johnny
lead.
call. We have 21.
Oh, here we go. She bets it.
This is the side pot.
So side pot, everybody is all in except for
And this
Mr.
is
Scott.
between
Scott's
you
looking
and
to dodge
Johnny.
quite a bit here.
This
He's
is
looking
where
to
you
dodge
are.
a king, a queen, an
Okay.
ace, a 4, a 5,
Don't show yet.
a spade, a 10.
Oh, it's
Now
a
we have you
5.
two.
Joni pulls
Show
it
that.
in
Johnny and
with
Scott,
the
please.
wheel.
Johnny has ace
So
4.
just like that, she started the hand with around $160,
Johnny has,
$180, and now she's sitting at
Flush. So Johnny win
$673.
the hand.
Ladies
the
and
side
gentlemen,
pot,
if you're
the
not
first side
partaking
pot.
in our $5
So
per
now
pot
you.
1-2
Flush
table,
is
you're
straight.
missing
It's a
out.
wheel,
You're
y'all.
missing out. She just
It's
scooped
not a flush.
1.5 full buy.
Okay, Johnny wins.
Was that quintuple up?
Yeah, Johnny
Quintuple up.
wins.
I'll tell you what it is. Joni chose to partake in our free
Johnny
beer.
wins everything.
She took a half a Bud
I had an
Light,
ace 5.
Okay,
Did you really?
just order a free beer.
Yeah. The lucky beer.
Ace 5 would have won that too, or we would have chopped.
Yes, we can.
Ace 5.
We have that much more to take.
Can
So
somebody
we'll
call
see how that
me,
goes.
please?
I'll turn the headphones. But
Zach, you out?
yep. We do need to
Are you coming back, sir?
give the pocket
Are you
jacks
coming
just
back?
this little.
You want me to? Okay, practice. And
See it open
You know, and he did everything right, too.
So here we go. We do have 2 rebuys coming in, both for probably the table max, which is 300.
My button.
can you hear me that?
Pizza.
No, yeah, it's your bottom.
Don't tell me
Okay.
that.
Yeah, I will. I tell you right now what
I haven't
it's
seen the pizza.
Smells like Domino's.
Oh, we love some Domino's
Okay,
at Koza.
you lose the small blind.
Tell you what I need to try. You seen that Papa
Whole time I was
John
just hoping it-
Parmesan on
You
the
lose
bottom
you lose
pizza?
the big
No, I have
blind.
not seen that. But
You
I
lose the
am
big
looking at
blind. So now,
I was just hoping it was
man.
going one.
now you
I'm only
pay.
going one.
now
Crispy
you pay
cheese
big and
on the bottom of the
small
pizza.
So you said Papa
Now you pay. Now, yes, now you pay small and
Hey,
big.
old
and you
Papa.
put big blind. So
Amazing
3 here.
on
Can you change this for me?
Let's check this out.
3 and
Parmesan crust or something like
two. You
that.
would be blind before.
Look
Wait
at
a
it.
minute.
Look at this upside down pie
Give me,
right
give me,
there.
give me.
Nope, I gotta try. So next Saturday, we are ordering that for us.
All right.
Scott is gonna be the small blind. Scott is gonna be the small blind.
It's a
right
date.
now, because he was a big blind before.
Yeah, you're right about being self-conscious about breathing. I hear myself every time I move. I apologize to our listeners.
You can always move it up just a little bit.
So Scott doesn't put a
There you
small
go.
blind now? Okay.
No, somebody left the door open. We got a little draft.
Yeah.
Scott doesn't put anything. Okay, we start with
Hey.
him. Okay,
Had to
I
figure
got
out
it.
what button that was.
Like normal.
I love how quick you are, though. It didn't take you but a half a second.
Yeah.
You memorized all those unlabeled buttons.
I just programmed them.
That's
So
awesome.
All their titles are
I
gonna be
see.
right here.
I see.
So like Joni, she's still stacking up her chips.
Scott four.
Okay,
Look,
ka-ching.
And this
we
this,
are
this
Johnny
software actually
back
gives
with
us
300.
the abilities to
Sorry,
program
Richard,
our own stuff in there.
Okay.
And so what we can do is we
He
can
has
get Basil
300.
saying, that's so sick, put it on in there.
Johnny.
That's what we
That
need.
is the max I can do.
And Scott at
No,
how much do you have?
150.
Scott at 150. You co-
Yeah, I call.
yeah. 300.
I didn't know at the time, so.
Okay, Lucy Core, C3 Core.
Now I just said you got one.
You have to say because he has your name. Yeah. you can say.
I know.
Raise,
Well, we don't
Johnny,
call him
C4
JW.
raise 22.
So here we go. Chips are on
Yes.
the table. Joni is now in the positive. Richard's up $311. Joni now has the
We
chip
have,
lead up $373.
22.
A cool 150
Woody
big
Ford.
blind profit right there.
Johnny looks down, pocket
Richard,
threes.
core
Bubba looks down,
22.
ace 10.
Kevin,
That's a great hand in the hijack. That ain't bad.
Richard makes the call, $22 with queen 9 off. Kevin says, I'm your Huckleberry. I'm new to the game.
Kevin call
Good play.
22. Jose call 22.
Scott gets on out. Jose makes the call with queen 6 suited, the
Thank you.
only player that is
We
suited.
have 5 players.
5-way action.
Yeah, suited queen when you're playing 5 ways, 6 ways. Not too bad.
Flop comes
Not too
out.
bad.
Somebody had 6-8,
Kevin
didn't they?
check.
We've got
Jose,
No,
Jack
that
8.
was last hand. Jack 8.
We got Jack 8 for the gut shot.
C4 bet.
So look at this. Johnny's got chips in his hand, slides them forward with his pocket threes. He's got a below bottom pair.
His quad draw is still live.
Yeah, that it is. Richard with top pair, third kicker is going to make the call of 40.
Okay.
And Johnny plays a lot of cash games, a lot of tournaments. He knows where he stands. Kevin's making the call with a gut shot. He's double
Kevin
gutted.
call.
Yes,
6
that is
and
true.
a 10.
Jose call.
Yeah, stepped into some shit. Yeah.
Did you talk?
Jose makes the call with the gut shot to the 8. Or running clubs.
Oh, not a club.
So now Kevin jumps in the lead with top pair
Check,
king.
Check around.
I said top pair king.
Jack is close
Yeah,
enough.
Jack and king, they mean the same thing. They're both worth 10 in blackjack.
All those face cards look alike.
So a 6 on the river, that's 5,
Oh,
6,
wow.
7, 8, 9.
Kevin hits one of his double guts.
Kevin bet 75.
$272 in the pot. Kevin's
fold?
counting out some red.
C4 fold.
Bets $75, announces it.
Totally fine to string bet when you announce it.
Yes.
Richard fold.
So we
Kevin
now
win.
have a hard bet line. If you carry chips past that line and don't say anything, those chips stand. You cannot argue, cannot fight it. It is a hard bet line.
Thank you, sir.
And just like that, Kevin announced his bet, so he
Now
was
we
able to
have
make as
small
many
and big
trips as
blind.
he wanted to past that line. That's one of the rules of poker.
You pay small.
And it's also helpful,
did.
by the way, I learned this one last time, to announce it to the dealer.
Yeah, we did-
Yes,
you did-
not just announce it, announce
Yep.
it to the dealer.
Make eye contact.
So nobody did answer the question earlier. Why don't we play poker in the jungle? And we're gonna mark that one up to no winner.
Whoa.
It's because it's filled with a bunch of cheetahs.
Cheetahs. Oh, here we go. Bunch of snakes, those cheetahs.
I know, right? Now I do want this Parmesan pizza.
Hey, it looks great. I have yet to try it, but I can only imagine. You put cheese on anything that has cheese on it, you're good to go.
Sit for call.
Quality hands get crushed here.
Now let's see if we get an under the gun
Jeremiah
fold
call.
for the first time in the live stream. Nope, we get a limp.
Speaking of pizza and poker players, what can you do to get a poker player away from your front door? This is a joke for us.
Raise Kevin 12.
Raisin.
You pay him for the pizza he just
Code
delivered.
Ah, zing.
Yikes! I resent that one.
I don't know if that one even gets the
No, that gets the this one.
Jose call, unicorn.
So disappointing.
So you see the stack starting to grow. 85 in Jose's, 226 in Johnny's. He just rebought. Bubba's got 646.
more
Richard
tickets in, y'all.
538, and Kevin's popping it up at 469.
They play tomorrow.
Who? Kevin, could you put the spray the card
Which
behind
card
you?
over here? Spread them out over here. Inside this box so they can see them.
Yeah, they have to see the cards. Thank you. Can you spray? Can you open? Can you
Spray that.
separate?
There you
Separate.
go.
Open like that?
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
You don't have to leave them that way. Just do it long enough for them to see them, and then you can pick them back up.
Golly, man.
Check.
You don't have to leave it
Check.
like that.
I check.
Check. Check. Kevin. Kevin bet 30. Jose call.
So here we are, five-way action, and Jose's got the best drawing
Yeah,
hand
my phone,
possible.
uh,
Kevin's got a king or a
Dirty
10.
Making the call out of the big blind. Pretty standard play right there. Richard now with the decision. Not much equity, I would say. A 1%,
disappointing.
probably not a whole lot. He does make the call, though.
Kansas.
Richard call.
Yeah.
What is he looking for?
There's two players that really just fucked the game on.
They're trying to hit them threes, and they should have just take the two.
Yeah,
9
this
on
guy
the
right
turn
here,
doesn't
that guy
really
right
help
there.
anybody.
Not sharing.
I don't think
And the
Jose's
other
going to go
guy,
away,
he's
especially
on
with
the bench,
$55.
number
He's got one-third of what's sitting inside the pot. I could
I
see
don't
him
know if
shipping
he
it right
just-
here.
Their team's
He does decide to check, though.
Yeah,
But I
That-
can't see him shipping it.
trying to take
We
over the
won't
game,
see him
I don't
shipping it.
know, so,
Yeah, after that bet and the call on the flop, he's got to think he's at least up against a pair. Richard looking like he wants to represent the nines.
Over his own feet and fell into them. They
Oh, a $100 bet into 151.
Richard bet 80.
It's either 80 or 100. I couldn't tell.
Steep bet, yeah, it looks 80. A steep bet. Kevin probably not going anywhere. Counting it out, thinking about it.
So that's telling Richard that Kevin's either got a 10 or a jack. Because if he had a 9, he would be re-popping in
Right.
all the draws. You got the hearts and the straights. So here's the.
Jose with his nut draw gets out of there.
So Kevin's already got the check mark, but that doesn't matter. This is not a game of luck; it's a game of skill.
Right.
And
Oh,
with that
double
10
paired.
right there, another big bet by Richard, say 150.
Certainly.
Kevin can't call.
Mm-hmm. Even though Kevin has the check mark and the best hand, we know that.
Look at this. Richard's thinking in his head, the only way I can win this hand is to make a bet. And he's trying to see how much he can bet to win. He's adding it up.
Richard bet 150.
150 is his bet.
150.
Man, nailed it. There's no way Kevin can call this. He cannot think at this point that my jack is good because I've only got a jack with a queen.
Right.
So I've got
Not even top pair, top
I've
kicker.
got jacks and tens
This is 130.
with a queen.
On a double paired board, any 9 or 10 makes a house.
And look at that. Richard's so confident. He just took his hat off. I mean, his hoodie off.
That may be maybe preventative to let the steam off if he gets called.
I don't think Kevin can make this call.
It looks like he wants to, though. He's already laying them out. I haven't seen him do this yet on the stream as a pump fake.
Referees gave them a break.
I don't think he can.
Don't worry.
Lining them up.
Oh, there's the call.
Wow. Excellent call.
I put you on a 9 and put him on a 10.
Great bluffs by Richard, but does get
And
Does get looked up.
Neither players actually show their cards. Richard
Uh-huh.
just mucks his, so that forces Kevin to not show his cards.
Now we're not playing Hold'em high-low, right? Because I think Richard would have won the low on that.
That's right. Man, that was, I can't tell you this enough. That was an insane play.
Very good play.
Nothing.
I noticed that when you told me.
Very good play by Richard. I guess I was right. Taking the hoodie off, letting the steam out.
Well, he's making up for his fuck ups. Oh, that's.
And Richard is a fun opponent. You never know what he's got, and he likes to stay loose. He's in almost every hand, and he's betting them sometimes. He's folding them sometimes.
He's 92% VPIP. And even with that loss right there, he's only down $23. That's what made it so easy to make that bet.
Right. Yeah, when you gamble other people's chips, you're fine.
Yeah.
Here, Michael.
So here we go. Action is moving around the table again.
Kevin, call.
Just an under the gun, pop it up to 10.
Scott, call. Sorry. Sorry.
Roger's friend, Bob.
Ace 10's a call. I mean, a raising hand. Pocket 2's is a calling hand. And here's Richard in there again.
Queen Jack.
Kevin's in there again. Scott's in there again. Jose's in there again. We got two pocket pairs. 2 aces out, 2 queens are out, 2 10s are out, 2 4s, 2 2s. No, only 1 8, 1 9.
Oh, there's the ace.
All the big boys came out to play.
That's
Ace,
it.
king, and queen, 2 diamonds. Nobody's got a diamond draw.
Joni with the top 2 pair. Johnny with the
Gutty.
gutter.
Same with Richard.
Same with Richard.
Can't really say that is a gutter, but it is a gutter because there's only 4 outs that can hit.
Right.
And then Scott's sitting with a gutter. The same one that Johnny's sitting with, Jack.
That's right. Looking for a jack. I don't think we've seen, well, I don't think we've seen anybody fold, first of all. But I don't think we've seen a jack
now we
fold.
start to see the folds coming around.
On you. Kevin,
Excuse me
call.
while I hack into the mainframe. You
Yeah.
can click clacking on the keys. And Joni takes it down with her top 2.
Nice bluff, Mr.
Betting a couple of folds right there. Certainly a scary board if you're not
Small
holding
and be blind.
2 pair.
No.
Trying to figure out how much pop was. It's close to 80.
And we are rocking and rolling here. Still super high VPIP. The lowest one, 33%, Woody. But his PFR is 13%. So
Right? Pre-flop raise.
if he's playing a hand, he's getting in there. And his aggression factor is among the top as well at 40%.
I like this. Johnny's got a 50% pre-flop raise. Seat number 4 right there, Mr. Right. If he's playing, he's raising.
He's raising. That's the way to do it. Aggressive poker is winning poker.
Bad shot, bro.
Woody
Not
fold.
even close.
Yeah. In that position, too, man.
Richard raise 11.
Should have hit all
And
kinds
Bubba G, under the gun limp, 8 deuce. Hey, if it's suited, it plays.
Look at Richard.
Richard picking up the Cowboys. You love to see it. And he's in a good position after that large bluff in the previous hand that he played.
Looks like he's steaming.
And it looks like he's steaming.
There's nothing better than losing on a big bluff, getting caught, and then playing the next one the same way.
Yep. And picking up a huge hand to do it. And it looks like he's hoping to get re-raised.
There's the best hand in poker.
There it is. 5-3. Come on, Johnny.
He's not going to play it. He's too good of a player.
Well,
Oh, yes.
pop it up. Come on. No, he just
No,
calls.
because if he pops it up, Richard shoves.
Yeah, right.
That call.
That would be a great squeeze spot. Yeah, I almost sent you a screenshot I was playing out of the small blind
5-3?
with 5-3.
Jackpot.
I 3-bet and then just ripped it on the flop and had 2 people to fold. Do not try that at home. Oh, 2 aces and a king. Richard flops kings
Bodie boat.
full. Oh, man. And let's see if he...
13, Jeremiah.
Orange chicken and mushrooms, side of mushrooms.
Anyone else? Richard call. Kevin phone.
You got to hit the 3-pointer right now. There you go.
Scott call.
Oh, I think his foot was on the.
It's
Did they give it to him?
Yeah.
in you. It's in
man.
you, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they gave me 3
Oh.
points for it.
Wow.
So we have 3 players.
Let's go.
So here we go. $13 bet, 2 callers.
Jeremiah,
What
turn.
is this?
I mean, what's better than a boat?
What is this? Unreal.
That would be back-to-back days of the bad beat if someone was holding pocket aces.
That would be nuts.
Scott,
Look at
That
Rich-
would be nuts.
Man,
Jeremiah.
Richard plays quads good. And, he's
And
got
what's
somebody
better?
betting into him.
Yeah, exactly. He's got someone betting 25
With
into
4
it.
high. With 4 high.
Yeah, and at this point, what do you do? Because you expect maybe an ace is betting, a single ace, ace is full of kings. And you got him beat, so do you pop it up?
No.
Do you just make the smooth call?
You never raise with quads.
He is,
But he could be thinking exactly what you said. This guy's got an ace. I'm gonna get all my money in, take it all.
Add 100%. Sit
he's looking like he's making a decision. Part of this could be Hollywood. Part of this could be.
The same way he did with when he made that bluff.
Yep.
You saw how he paused.
Scott, go.
Did he click it back? Yep. Just clicked it back.
What is?
Just a min raise.
Scott made the call.
Scott made the call. He's got to represent the ace.
Maybe thinking a chop pot.
That's also true. Oh, a third spade.
So here's Richard first. $206 in the pot. He said all in.
All in. And yeah, Scott can't call that, but you can't fault Richard for thinking he's got an ace.
Scott thinks he has
A chop.
Wait. No,
That can't be right.
Scott has ace 4.
Ace 4. So he does have an ace. So yeah, targeted. Excellent right there.
4 kings, that's a bad
And they
beat.
did it yesterday.
Man, I thought you were
They
gonna
did it
bad me off of that.
Yeah, that-
I think both these cards have to play.
Cause you almost
Oh
had
yeah,
me
that's
fall
right. Yeah, that's
on a
right.
bad beat like
Can
that.
you?
Yeah, so what they're talking about, they're talking about the bad beat.
Both of
He
your cards
thought
have
he
to
had aces full of kings and it was a bad beat, but like somebody just said, I think
A4.
both of their cards have to play. So that's rules of the bad beat.
Both
If
of the
Scott
guys
would have had
together,
ace
sorry,
jack right there,
Right.
both of his cards play.
Yep. And he would have had the minimum hand, which is aces full of jacks.
Yes.
No,
Oh yeah. I came close to hitting that bad beat one time, and I learned the rules right away.
no, no
Yes.
anymore. Thank you.
Richard. Alright.
And it looks like Scott getting ready to rebuy.
1-7.
So what they're doing is they're double checking their chip stacks just to make sure that everybody's got it.
50, 70, 90, 107.
Man, and Richard's got to be feeling good about that. You get quads and you get max value. That is excellent. Good hand.
Yeah, just rake the money in, man.
And what do you do if you're Scott? I don't think he did anything wrong there.
Yeah,
You have to call.
Yeah,
You can't put your opponent on quads.
never.
And especially, you're holding one of the aces, so it's impossible to have quad aces. Just a cooler. The coolest of coolers.
Yeah, you're thinking at that point that they're chopping.
Do
You think
want
you
me
both
to
have a
hold
queen.
your
I mean, an
screen?
ace.
Yes, okay. I heard you.
Yeah, that turn bet, the more that I think about it, that turn min click on Richard's end, let him know that Scott had the
You
ace.
move that? You move? Okay. You're gonna be big blind. 300 you want? Scott is coming back for 300.
Richard.
Yeah. Talking aces, or if he had ace queen,
300 for
ace
300.
queen would play because you would beat the jack on the board.
Or should've put a deuce out there.
17,000.
Or tray.
You gotta think ace was good there.
Well, I didn't.
Just one.
Live.
Just one.
Indeed.
I really thought he had 4.
Oh my God.
Scott's
So, oh my God. I'm sorry.
Cause he knew I had.
Put that money on the table.
Sorry.
Man, Kevin's got a nice stack over there.
A lot of players doing really good today.
There's some big stacks.
Yeah, this is an action game.
And what's great about this, it goes to a lot of players have it set in their heads that you have to play 5 on the button to win big money.
Right.
Well, as you can tell, Joni bought in for 300,
Okay, we
has
have,
not rebought. Richard bought in for 300, has not rebought.
For-
Bubba bought in for 300. Kevin bought in for 300.
You changed your
And
name
all of
back.
those players
Yeah,
said
just
that
call me
800,
Bubby.
517,
So,
600,
wait,
730.
Bobby,
You
Bubby
don't
G.
have to buy
Bobby
into the
G?
big
Okay.
amounts to win a ton of chips,
Bobby G.
especially at Kojak's where
Exactly.
action's there.
Action
We have
is
two
there.
card raise, Kevin 12.
Oh, Richard, what's a jack for? He's playing.
First card.
Kevin with the king queen, raising it up.
12, Kevin.
Pretty standard spot right there. Jose, though. Jose's picking up some pre-flop hands.
So we're about to have a switch up. Mr.
Right.
Jeremy right here, he's playing
35, Jose.
live. He's setting out on the Big O game.
Uh-huh.
So here in just a few minutes, he's going to head out there.
All right.
That's what he's doing right now.
12,000 last night. Royal flush over 4.
So we're actually going to see 2 new players come into this table. We're going to see brand new to the stream, Mr. Connor P. and Guido. Johnny's going to move over to seat number 5.
That was
35.
like 12, 13,000.
We have the crystal ball.
Yes, we have the crystal ball, otherwise known as Poker Atlas.
Richard 4.
So here we go again. 1-2 table, raised to $12. 3-bet to 35.
Wow.
Joni calls with King Queen suited. Kevin's going to call with King Queen suited.
And Richard actually gets out of there. I'm surprised to see a fold.
Well, he did have a.
Not a great hand, but it was
He has
suited.
a flat tire.
It's pretty.
That's what the jacks.
That's right. If it was unsuited, it'd be the Robbie Lou. You can't make that mistake though.
65. So we have 4 players.
Why don't you grow you a beard?
You know, I do in No Shave November.
No Shave November.
Yeah, that's coming around.
This is my 3.5 week beard.
3.5 weeks, looking good, man.
I can't grow it on the top of my head, but it flies out on my chin.
Yeah, 3.5. That's a little longer than I
got
get.
the
3.5.
skunk trail. White right there in the middle of my mustache.
Right down in the
Yeah.
soul patch.
Yep, looks like a skunk.
Yeah, I'm starting to get on the tip of my chin down here. It's a little skunk area.
So $35 pre-flop. There's all of a sudden flop comes out 254, and now there's $217 in the pot.
Jose is way ahead, but if he picks up that wheel, Johnny will actually have the higher straight.
Johnny, the seat 4 is on the game. The seat 3 is not on the game.
Yeah, Jose does not realize that, but Johnny tries to check. That's $20. Johnny, it is 20 to play. No free checks in this portion.
You can't check that one.
That's a great card for Johnny.
Great card for Johnny. Now he is double guttered.
And flushed.
And flushed, you're right.
And then
Here it is.
Whoa!
So good.
Kevin firing. Is that $40?
he's got the quad towers of red.
$50. Yeah, quad towers, huh? The columns.
That number 1 plays so good, but he fucking
A rare black chip in front of Jose, too. You don't see that at 1-2 very often.
No,
the wrong time.
there's just so many chips on the table.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they got to buy.
Oh, and a rare black chip in the pot, too. I like that.
Shit's crazy.
What happened is Jose rebought for 300 while ago, and they gave him 3 black chips.
And we are right at a coin flip here. Oh, a 6 of clubs.
Who had Jack 8? Oh, they folded.
2
They
seconds left.
folded that Jack 8. So here we go. $694 in the pot.
Wow.
Johnny's got the check mark with a
2
pair of
seconds left. You've
sixes.
been trying to be the hero the whole game.
He had the straight flush draw. He was looking for that 8 of spades. We almost had the bad beat hit last hand. A lot of kings and aces full of kings, but both cards did not play. It is going to be an exciting night. So if you're listening and you're not sitting here, you're missing out. Not only, is that a call? Wait, 1 chip. Was that all in? Was that an all in? So Kevin did say all in, and that's tough. King, queen. He's got king high, and he's all in. And Johnny folds.
Not even top pair for Johnny. He is second pair.
And so there we go, right there. Kevin's going to add to his chip stack. Kevin is now over $1,000.
Woo!
He's got $1,031. He's up $731.
That is more than a triple up by my math. Oh, look at this. We got more money on the table.
200 more behind.
Couple hundred right there.
So is this one of your favorite dealers too?
Yeah. Actually, I haven't met him before, but I can tell he's already one of my favorites.
Yes, this is Mr. Roberto.
Roberto.
He is new to the staff at Kojak's. He's got a beautiful pitch.
Is that coming on?
I'm glad I can enunciate well.
Singing?
Absolute perfect pitch. Perfect pitch.
Yeah, what a beautiful pitch he is.
What's your call? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For C4, Johnny. Kevin calls. Scott calls. Jose folds. Johnny calls. Johnny folds. And Bubsy calls check. 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 Check.
So flop comes out, king 5-7. King 5-7, check around, ace of diamonds on the turn. That just gives Bubba the check mark 2 pair.
Psh, easy game.
And he doesn't even bet it.
Why would you?
Oh, here he goes. He says I'm going to bet it now.
Was that $30? There he is. And Richard with the Robbie Lou lays it down. He does have the blockers. And Bubba's going to scoop that one. Profit of $10. Doesn't get called there.
Thank you.
Yeah, we got a blank table on that side, looks like. I'm not sure that's actually the case. Some of our cameras have the uncanny ability to look into the future. And in a couple hours, Probably more than a couple. Maybe by 5, 6 a.m. We'll see these players get up out of their chairs. These games have a tendency to run real long. We stream as long as we can, and then the players keep going. And Scott is really going here with the Cowboys in +1. Kevin with the limp. Let's see. Scott going to raise it up undoubtedly. $18. Just the standard 9X. Now, if you watch 1-2 games online or you watch 1-2 games at the casino, you'll notice that a lot of the bets are smaller than what we play here at Kojak's. I think a big part of the reason for that is we're used to playing $5 on the button. So a $20 open, $5 on the button, pretty standard. You get into the habit of that, you size that $20 down just a little bit to 18, and now you see why some of these players choose the sizes that they do. The other thing too, everybody, you'll notice, calls pre-flop. If it's good enough for $2, it's good enough for $20. And so you kind of have to size up your opens in order to do what the raise is intended to do, which is thin the field. Though even a 9X open doesn't really look like it's thinning the field too much. Woody, in the small blind with the King 10, that is a pretty tough position there. Looks like he does decide to shove, and he's going to run into it. He stepped in it. Scott with the Kings got him completely dominated. Easy call right there. And you can't fault Woody. That's not a bad play there with the King 10. You're blocking Kings. You're blocking Ace King. But of course, even though you're blocking it, there are still other Kings in the deck. We're going to a run out. Looks like they're running at one time. 9-9-8. No help. Ooh, I saw a black card. I thought that might have been another club, and it was not.
Welcome back. It's so weird to walk into a room and to not see someone sitting at the table. Like when I just walked in,
Right.
he was not sitting at the table.
He probably raises all in if I call that.
Yeah, we're talking delays here.
Yes, delays are what you have to have in this game.
Call it anti-cheat.
Yes.
Well, you missed Kings versus King 10 suited.
Uh-oh.
Surprise.
Kevin picked it up.
Kings won.
Kevin had kings?
Kevin had Kings.
Kevin had kings.
You don't want to abbreviate, though. Kevin King King. Nope. 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 Feed me another beer, and then we'll hit that sound effect a good couple of times.
Sound effect board. It is absolutely awesome. We'll get some good graphics, or good graphics. Yeah, you can't see a sound effect, but we'll get some good audio in there. Welcome in the booth, Mr. Smokies.
Smokey's back.
Smokey. Yeah, we can't let you go incognito. You gotta see it. So what do you think about this? This is a 1-2 table, and we've got almost $3,000 sitting on the table already. Woo! We got 7 people in Facebook watching. Hello, Miss Crystal. Uh-oh, just one quick second. After these messages, we'll be right back.
Come around, y'all. $2.
See 9 close. See 1 folks.
What up, man?
You got to tell Smokey
Oh, we got a player coming in on C2.
how much money he has.
What is your name and how much are you coming down, sir?
Guido, 300.
Guido 300.
What?
What are we doing, $2? Welcome, Guido. Do you have a player's card?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
She's running the game right now.
I'm waiting for chips.
C5 close.
Can I give him 100 or?
I think that'd be pretty.
No, you just hold on.
You gotta hold on to that 100 till they bring you chips and pay him back.
Is your
I got you.
It's on this.
All right, 20.
Does it bring some?
C6
You have to
raises
ring
20.
the doorbell.
I felt like you
know,
wanted to
think
raise
they
this while you're
burn.
waiting for chips. I don't wait for
Okay.
chips.
Yeah, no.
So it's just saying I
Behind
called.
the counter.
I felt like you wanted
That's why she gave me these, because she didn't have any ribs.
Alright.
He's got more down there.
I'll do that.
See they calls 9 folks.
Cody.
Make sure it's right.
See, 2.
20 minutes.
20 coming around. 20.
What?
Is this in play this hand?
Yeah. No, C2's come to the game. Guido, he's in for 300.
I guess talking with Mike's muted doesn't make much sense, especially when there's two aces on the board and Woody and Kevin both have one. But Kevin, ace 5, both
Ace is
up.
full. Yeah, we got real deep. We got philosophical just now. Sorry you missed it, everybody who's watching.
Absolutely. If you missed out on that, you missed out to the secret of poker.
Oh, man. Yeah, I wish I could remember what we said.
No.
Bummer.
She gone.
She gone. Hey, Kevin, $40 to call. Let's see how long he takes with his... there you go. A little timid call there. A little Hollywood action.
Nobody else can make this call except for Woody.
Yeah, Woody actually, yeah, he bet 40. I'm going to say that might be a...
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. Twist my arm.
The ultra last time. Oh, and look at this. Look at the turn card. Look at the turn card.
Wow. Oh,
boat versus
man.
boat. That's so disgusting.
No. And look, here's another time. We almost hit the bad beat jackpot.
Oh,
Aces full versus aces full.
I'm going to turn up this table talk.
Connor, take this seat.
Oh, that is disgusting.
That is the most disgusting.
The good news is the most Woody can lose is $240. He bets 75.
That's a good way to look at it, Charlie. This is like me waking up out of bed on a Sunday afternoon.
With aces full of 5s.
Just disgusting.
And then walking to the kitchen to open up the fridge to get some orange juice, and then aces full of 10s is sitting in there and smacks you in the face.
Man.
No orange juice.
I'm one of them.
Kevin says all in.
Wow. And you can't blame him.
He says, I have to call.
He has to.
Just to let you know. Can't be a tight player.
I mean, he has literally the third nuts. Well, a second nuts because he's holding an ace, so it can't be ace
Now
quad
he's
ace.
got the third nuts.
Now he's got the third nuts. Goodness.
Okay.
He'll relay it here in just a second.
Wow, some sick, a sick deck today.
Turn the boat.
Sick hands being played.
Yeah, you said you folded pocket aces.
My man.
I'm like, oh, I don't know.
Smoky. I feel like I just saw him.
Yeah, he's sitting in here.
Hey, Robert. That's tough. Good luck.
Man, that's tough. But look at the sportsmanship right there. A little fist bump. Because what can you do? These guys are seasoned players.
Yeah, they know bad beats pop around.
It happens.
It's just something that is going to happen in poker, and that's the importance of variance, because when you play those hands 100 times, aces full of 10s is going to win 75% of the time, whether it be the 10 being high card or in a case like this with a boat.
Yep. And aces full of 5s, you're going to be ahead 70-80% of the time too.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing you can do except get all your money in when you're good, when you think you're good. And both players did that. Commendable.
And Kevin lost that hand right there, but he still got 727. He's still up $427.
He's still feeling fine. Yeah, it's always fun when you sit down at a table and you realize everybody playing is already over the max buy.
Yes, because it shows Johnny already down $490. That's because he's on his third bullet right here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, second bullet and an add-on. Scott's down 361. He's on his third bullet. Second bullet, excuse me. I can spell. Jose's on his second bullet.
Yeah, most of these players in the black, we've only got 3 down.
Yep.
But the players that are down are on their second bullet.
Welcome to the table, seat number 2. That's Mr. Connor. Welcome to the table.
Welcome to the table, Johnny, ace king of spades. That is probably my favorite hand. Look at this, Richard with the ace king.
Unsuited.
Unsuited.
And
Joni with the ace
ace suited.
By my count, there are 6 aces left in the deck. Wait, 1.
And so what you hear, they're actually talking about that last hand to figure out if there was any way that ace-10 could have folded. There's no way ace-10 folds right there.
No way. And there's no way ace-5 folds either.
Once you see that flop, ace-ace-5, you flop trip aces and you flop a boat. It's she going nowhere.
Yep.
So here we go. We got 4 three-way action going to the flop. All the aces, -1. Watch the flop come out ace, king, 8. That would be awesome.
Wow, that's diabolical right there.
So action's on Joni.
Devilish.
23 for Joni to call.
We are at Joni's 6.
I don't think she folds ace-8 suited.
Yeah, I really don't think so. Even just for the flush draw.
Right. Because you gotta think at that point. My ace is probably behind somebody's raised. It's raised 12x. Somebody's probably either got a pocket pair, ace-10, ace-jack, ace-king, ace-queen.
And look at her equity though, 29%.
That's because they're holding the same hand.
Exactly. So she's getting about a third.
The only reason Johnny's ahead is because he's got the 3 to the flush draw sitting right there. Flop comes out, king.
Ooh.
That's a huge flop for Johnny.
Disgusting.
Johnny is free rolling.
Johnny's having a good time right there.
He's got the spades to go along with it.
Yep. Now this will probably push Joni out.
Yep. Richard's going to have to make this call.
Richard, of course, going to make the call.
Maybe a raise.
I expect a raise. Richard covering his mouth, thinking he's telling himself raise, raise, raise.
No raise.
Yeah, putting together calling chips, it looks like. Oh, up, up.
That's a lot more than.
That's more than calls. I thought he was going to grab the small stack. And
Nope, just 45.
Just 45, okay. Little pump fake action, I like it. Crafty betting.
When people bet, I like to grab an over amount of chips and start counting them in front of me, even though I've already made the decision in my mind to call. I'm one of those players that do it instant, and I know what I'm going to do. Now that's a hard card because Queen 10's in there now.
Right. Yeah, Queen 10 makes the straight.
Johnny checks. That's going to push a bet by Richard. That's 75, 3 squirts.
I love this.
Oh, no, that's a buck and 3 squirts.
A buck and 3 squirts.
Now this is where Johnny says, oh, that puts Johnny all in. Johnny goes nowhere.
Johnny goes nowhere. Johnny's feeling real good about that bet.
Johnny be good?
Johnny be good.
How many songs can we get in there?
At least one more. And he calls, turns over the ace first. I love that.
And you saw Richard. Richard actually says, damn it.
Yeah, because I love the percentages. They're holding the same exact hand.
Choppy chop.
But 60-40 because of the spades. And that S stands for spades?
No, split.
Shut
up. So if you're not out at Kojak's, we do have 3 cash games running right now. Kind of take your pick. We got 5 on the button hold'em, 5 on the button Big'O, and we've got 1-2. We've got a list already started for the next 1-2 table. So, and we've got a list already started for 5 on the button. That's a good beard.
That's a great beard. Some guys, they got good beards.
They do.
I'm sitting next to one of them.
No.
Hey.
I like Chris Gwynn's beard. I like it when it's a little bit curly. Mine's straight as straight can be.
Oh, yeah.
So that Diet Coke was much easier to drink that a spade did not come in the river.
That's a good point.
So we do have a full table of action, full table. And here we go. That's Mr. Guido.
There he is.
Seat number 2. That's really our first look we've got at him.
Speaking of good beards.
Yeah, he's. Is that a Fu Manchu or what is that called?
Goatee, maybe?
Goatee? I think a goatee's just the bottom, isn't it?
I think that's a soul patch.
All right, we're gonna have to Google.
Write us in. What's your favorite facial hair? And if you pick the one that we pick, you get a spin.
Yes, yes. We're writing it down. We're writing down.
We'll show it to the camera.
I'll let George write it down right now.
Okay,
Write down what your
it down.
favorite facial hair is.
My favorite facial hair. This is going to be a real easy one to guess.
Looks like they need better scissors.
Ceremony going on there.
Just think basic and simple.
List of facial. So us bald people, we have to actually have lists. 7, 8, 9, 2 hearts.
And Johnny, with a little equity. Okay, the goat patch. Sure. Is that Dio?
The
Who is it?
5 o'clock shadow. I like that. I like that,
Good
Megan.
answer.
I like that, Megan.
Good answer, Megan.
I know somebody sitting next to me that's got the 5 o'clock shadow.
Right here, you can hear it.
You can't hear mine. Mine's too soft. Yep, the goatee is just the bottom.
Just the bottom. Okay.
The Zappa.
Frank Zappa.
Yep. The Ballabo? Oh, that's where it grows back a little bit.
Okay.
The Anchor Beard.
Anchor beard is a good one.
That was a Howie Mandel, the Soul Patch.
Soul patch is under the lip. I got it. Not under the chin.
I'm definitely going to have to grow the Van Dyke beard.
That's not the Dick Van Dyke beard. R.I.P. He passed, actually, I think last week. Dick Van Dyke.
No,
Remember?
he was just in the news last week.
I thought he
for his
passed.
96th birthday.
Oh, I thought he. Wow, I was way wrong. I missed the headline on that one.
Don't say that.
Look, I'm sweaty right now.
Did he really?
I thought he did. I'm notoriously bad about reading news headlines.
Oh, no, he got in a car crash last night.
That's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was a real sad-looking story they did on him, and I just assumed the worst.
He was in Mary Poppins?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, Dancing with Penguins.
He was the sweeper.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Chimney sweep.
5 deuce of hearts, 6-7 offsuit. Queen 6 is going to go in the muck. I don't like Queen 6. I like King 7, not Queen 6.
That 5 deuce. You're one off. One off of the best hand.
All right, so we do have a will spin available to someone who picks the best facial hair, the same as what Mr. George has written in. Second favorite, Guy Fawkes mustache.
Oh, that's a good one, too.
Which one is that, the curve?
That's kind of the anchor look.
Okay, okay.
But
I like
it's this one.
I like it. Megan, we'll give a couple seconds for somebody else.
Yep. Yeah, she's coming in close.
Yeah, she's
I
coming,
gotta say.
coming in close.
And look at this Johnny 5 deuce. Come on. Flopping trips. What is that?
I was just watching something the other day
And
on TV.
oh,
Hard to get paid on a board like that, though. Especially with Jose's holding. You can't really call.
Caught fast in a row.
Wrong mute button.
no, I got mine.
Oh, you did.
That was through
Okay.
yours. I tried to mute that cough.
We're having fun here.
It ain't no fun.
Was it last night?
Unless you're going run.
Oh yeah. So all of our quips tonight have to be poker related. We're gonna roll with that.
Poker. I barely know her.
Yeah. Hey, I like his shirt.
That is a cool shirt.
I like his shirt.
Also, I like that it's the king of spades, not the ace of spades. Ace of spades is kind of overrated. I'll admit it.
So is that saying he's the king of his household?
Must be. Maybe he didn't want to pay royalties to Motorhead.
Oh.
The ace of spades.
Yes.
That's a cool hat,
So if
too.
you're just tuning in, the rock show starts in just a little while.
We're doing karaoke.
Yes. Once again, welcome out to Kojak's Live with George and Charlie. Yes. 1-2 No Limit Hold'em is running, and if you can actually see the size of these stacks, it's not your typical 1-2 table. It's your Kojak's 1-2 table. There's been probably 4 or 5 pots already over $600 each.
At least. It looks like this might be another one. Scott with the jiggities,
Yeah.
the Jose's.
Scott's got the pocket Jose's. Jose's got the 96, otherwise known as the 69.
Love that.
Flop comes out, and he just flops the absolute nuts.
Well, I mean-
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What do you expect? And he could even redraw to a club flush.
And look at this. Johnny's got a straight draw. Richard's got 2 pair. Joni's got a gut shot to the 9. Scott's got a gut shot to the 9. Every single person on the board, nobody is at 0%.
Action flop. And especially in Scott's position with the over pair and the gut shot, you're going to feel real good about probably raising it here.
The only thing that's scary are the diamonds, and nobody's got wired diamonds.
Now let's see if Jose decides to pop it up, kind of thin the field a little bit. Like you said, everybody's got equity in this hand.
I wonder what Jose is thinking. He's thinking, I've got a lock on this hand right now. The only thing that I lose to is Jack 9 at this moment. What's the odds that somebody's got Jack 9? He's got about 145-ish in his hand, 150.
Oh.
And he says, I
He
bet
puts
1/3 of my
most
stack.
of it in.
1/3 of his stack is just in the pot. $50 bet, 156 sitting in the pot. Johnny's going to look down at 97. I don't think he can call the 50.
Yeah. And that's a juicy pot, even if he does take it down just right here.
I think Richard calls.
I believe Richard calls. With 2 pair, and 2 pair in this position is more a boat draw than it is actually a made hand. And I expect that's part of Richard's decision here.
He knows that the most he can lose in this hand is 150.
Mm-hmm. That's true too.
And at this point right here, if Richard loses 150, he's still up $16. So he's betting with their money.
$16 will buy you a meal at McDonald's.
Well, no, it cost me 18 now.
Oh Lord,
I'm a
inflation.
and look at this. He's doing exactly what we were just talking about.
Oh yeah, popping it up. Oh man, Jose is going to have a hard time not just shoving on this.
He bets the 150 that Jose has. He doesn't know that he's bet into an already made hand. But here's what puts Scott in trouble. Scott's got the overpair.
Right.
With a gut shot draw. I don't think he can go anywhere. The problem is Scott can lose all of his money to Richard.
Right.
And he's behind to Richard right now. Scott's looking for a 9 or a 10 or jack. 9 10 jack.
And what is he beating right now? He's not beating any sets.
He's beating ace 10, ace 9 with a gut shot.
Right.
Ace jack. He's beating
diamond draw.
Yeah, diamond draw. Somebody sitting with a open-ended straight draw. I don't think he can make this call though, because what they've said is Jose's got at least ace 10 at minimum. Richard's got something better than ace 10. That's the stories that's being told right now.
Right. Man, Jose, yeah, just
he says all in, and that's
what Richard, I'm sure, expected.
Now he double checked it just to make sure that was 150. He's going to pull it in the middle of the pot. And that is the call. And here we go. Turn card coming out.
Oh.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Richard's looking for a 6, 9, 10.
That's another 6.
Yep. So Richard's got 3 pair. And Jose's still unsure. He's got.
Jose holding the 9. Does scoop it. He drags the pot.
It's always nice to drag a pot.
It is. It is. Whether you're on Amsterdam laws or Texas laws.
We were waiting on that one. So once again, the question is, what is your favorite facial hairstyle? We've got Megan. She's got 2 answers, and we'll give her 2 chances. So if you're watching, type in that chat what your favorite one is. If you pick the same one that George did, we'll give you a spin on our wheel. Our wheel has all kinds of great stuff in it, like a hoodie, hats, free hours, even a monthly membership. So if you're watching, go ahead and type in that chat. You got a great chance to win one of them if you guess the same thing that George has written.
It's real basic. I just went easy peasy. That's your hint.
I'll give you one hint. He didn't put 5 o'clock shadow.
I did not. That's similar, but it's not a 5 o'clock shadow. You get 2 guesses, just like Megan got. And that wheel, that party wheel, that's got some good prizes on there.
We were going to put free beer on there, but that's already at Kojak's. So there is free beer at Kojak's.
You come in, you're already a winner.
Yeah, you don't even have to bring your own beer. If you like Bud Light or Michelob Ultra, it is on tap here.
Oh, man.
Carbonated to perfection. How's it taste?
It's the perfect temperature, too.
Oh.
It doesn't get better than this.
I want to say it's 36 degrees.
Smells like 36 degrees.
If you're not at Kojak's, you're not having a good time.
That's it.
I'll tell you what. Go ahead and head up here. Come in, hop in the live stream. See how we do it. See what we see. You can see 10-4s making the call. Jack 3s making the call against hands like Ace 10, Queen Jack.
Look at this. Any hand can win.
How are you not on the live? I mean, the 1-2 list. It's $5 per hour. Flop comes out 8-4-3. Nobody catches a piece of it except for the top 2 people, Richard and Scott.
That's right. Yeah, Richard making second pair.
Well, Jose caught a piece of it. 4 to the flush. Nut flush, that is.
The nut flush. Guido and Richard are both holding diamonds, so it's a little bit less likely, but yeah, he's still got 43% equity. He's still doing really good there. Does decide to bet out his draw. Love that.
Dirty 35.
I don't know why that tickled me. Turning 35 in June.
Oh, you youngster.
Yeah, not anymore.
I'm turning 45 August the 7th of 2025.
And yet you look younger than I do.
Until I take my hat off.
Nah, well, should have worn my hat.
Heads up, pair of 10s.
Here we go. What is that, an ace?
It looks like the ace of
Jose
hearts.
hit his ace. Yeah, good call. Good eye there, Charlie.
I know, huh? Kevin stands up like he's all in, but he's just putting his phone all in his pocket.
The whole phone.
No electronics allowed at the table. Here we go. Jose's betting it. It looks like 75, 3 squirts. Jackpot, 75 is the act. Oh, 70. He fooled me. That last stack was half full. And Richard says, I don't believe you. Richard's thinking he didn't make that call on a 3-8-4 board
Right, yeah.
with an ace.
Yeah, the ace is about the best turn card you can expect when you make that call. Oh, it's a 6.
Oh, now
And
the
it is a
diamonds.
diamond.
Oh, Richard,
Jose.
Richard does not need to get freaky here. He did check.
Now, Richard is holding a diamond, so he might think this is a good board to bluff on. And he's also, no, never mind. I was going to say that he was holding the blocker to the straight flush.
No,
But not quite.
And unfortunately, these two were tangled up in the last hand they had. He says all in. He says all you can eat.
Nope. Too big. I don't think Richard was calling any size there.
So, and just like that, 2 buy-in Jose is now $79 in the positive.
He's in the black. Yeah, he's up a good 40 bigs.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
How many bigs is Kevin up?
6. 660.
Second from the bottom?
Yeah.
Testing your poker skills.
I'm going to go with 6.
He's up $426. That's 218 big blinds.
218 big blinds.
I love it. And right next to him, Scott is down 221 and a half big blinds. It sounds like an incredible amount, 221 big blinds, but it's only $443. It's one hand.
Right.
If Scott goes all in right here and gets called, he wins $307. If he gets 2 calls, he's up 614. He's in the black.
That's all you got to do is double up, and it's real easy to do at Kojak's. You just put it all in the middle.
Yep.
That's all it takes.
Richard is at an 88% VPIP.
Wow.
And that's why that whole reason right there is why you've seen the fluctuations in his positive and negatives.
That's the old loose aggressive player right there. You get it all in.
He's raising.
It looks like he's raising. Oh, just a check. Okay, never mind.
I am very sneaky.
Now the problem with the check there is the pot is only $10, so you might make a good hand, but you got to bump it up real hard in order to get any money in the pot.
Connor flops top pair, third nut flush draw.
Great hand there.
Johnny flops a pair of 3s. Richard flops a pair of jacks. Scott flops the same pair of jacks. And the 8-4 is gone home.
I think Johnny's probably, yep, Johnny gets out of there. That $6 bet, we're up to 28 bucks in the pot. Not the biggest pot that we've seen.
Ace on the turn.
Ooh,
that diamond makes that
wow.
queen jack feel so much better, but it also is a scare card because the king of diamonds is still somewhere lurking. That $6 is just gonna induce a call. And by call, I mean raise to 20. And that was the blocker bet. That was Richard's blocker bet because he didn't want to check right there.
Right.
And then Connor make a bet and Richard have to call with a jack and a six high diamond draw. So instead of having to call 20, he bet 6 to find out where he was at. That was that was really smart.
Exactly, a good play. And Richard's still sitting on a big stack of a bunch of chips. It's just that they're $1 chips.
Yes. And he is actually down 130. That's not too bad.
Not bad.
My dealer since he was 8 years old. You know who this guy is, don't you, Robert? He's got a great pitch, and make sure I enunciate the P. He's got a beautiful pitch. So just so you know, nobody answered correctly in the time, so nobody's going to get a spin. And we're going to write it, we're going to put it up.
We're going to show it up. Look at this.
Pow. Oh, it's hard to do it backwards.
Just
so
a-
there it is, and it was written as a beard.
Standard beard.
We'll run another one of those here in a minute. We've got another piece of paper right here, and old George will write something on that piece of paper. So we'll see what it is.
All right.
Back to action. 98 suited, king queen offsuit, pocket 5s. I like the 87.
87's good.
You like the next hand?
I like Johnny's 9-6. 6-9.
Connor says queen deuce not good enough for me today.
Not even on the button.
He got a nice fatty in his left lip.
I see it. Welcome to Texas, everybody.
Yeah, welcome to Texas. Johnny Wright calls the raise of the pocket 5s with king 8 suited actions. Now Richard, he is definitely playing this. He may get a little frisky and may say shoot her up. Oh, it sounds so much louder when you pop your fingers on this.
Yeah. Especially if you do it right next to the mic.
All right, here we go. Four-way action. $74 in the pot. Flop comes out ace of spades, 6 of clubs, 10 of clubs. That's kind of what Richard was looking for and Johnny was looking
Definitely what Johnny was looking for. You call with a suited 10. That is about the best flop you could ask for. I said gask, but I meant ask for.
for. Get and ask.
Get
Same
and
word.
ask.
Kevin bets his jack straight draw.
Jose's quad draw still live.
It is still live. He's still drawn at quads. Bet of $10. The quad draw, runner, nothing funner, raises to 40. Richard makes the call with a gut shot
love that.
7.
I love
Johnny makes the call with the flush, the second nut flush, but it's actually the nuts on the board, if you can see their hands.
that. That looks like Richard added on. Am I incorrect on that?
Yes.
He got 2 blacks? Yeah, Richard actually with a pretty good hand right here. It needs to fade a couple of cards, needs to pick up a couple of cards, but there it is. Binked it right there.
But the problem is,
The
so did
problem
Johnny.
is Johnny hits the flush.
That is not the card that Richard wanted to see at this
Yep. He wanted any of the 3 other 7s.
point. Yes.
And so now he's got a tricky decision. Is his straight best?
And Johnny checked it.
Johnny checked it. What a sneaky.
Johnny be good at this point.
That's it. Jose thinking, maybe I could stab at this. Nobody seems to want that $234 pot. How much does he stab?
He checks it.
checked. Okay.
Oh.
Dirty card right there.
So Johnny does this, and this is actually a really good move. Johnny bets over half of his stack to where if you're trying to make a move on him, you can't make the move because he's already committed himself to calling. He bet 150, a cow and a calf. He's got 96 left, so you can't go over the top and bluff him out. And that was a great move. Perfect what he did. Because if he makes a bet right there, especially with the board pairs, and somebody comes over the top, he theoretically he would fold, but now he can't because he has less chips than what he's already invested.
Exactly. Masterful strategy right there. And he does show at the end too. He shows the flush.
He shows that he did not have the nuts and bet big.
Yep.
So and players give a lot of information. If you sit at the table long enough and you just watch and you observe and you listen, you can pick up on little tells right there. Now, if he would have had the nuts, he's saying that I wouldn't have bet the same.
Right.
But the trick to being a great poker player is to play it different every time.
That's true. You can't be unpredictable and do the same thing every time. That's called predictable.
So what we have Mr. Kevin.
Coloring up.
Yeah, coloring it on up.
There you go.
5 beautiful black chips, each one worth $100, is now sitting on the table in his spot. Jose looks down at King 10. That hand was part of the bad beat last night. We had King 10 of spades versus Ace Queen of diamonds versus pocket 5s.
Wow.
The Ace Queen of diamonds. So the King 10 of spades flopped top 2 pair.
Okay.
The Ace Queen of diamonds flopped a gut shot to the jack for the straight flush, but a nut flush draw.
Okay.
And the pocket 5s flopped a set. The turn gave quad 5s, and the river gave the royal flush.
Wow. Unbelievable. Unreal. Wow. Talk about excitement in the air, too. I can imagine. Now, the bad beat here pays everybody in the room a small percentage, or is it just
Everybody
the two?
at the table.
At the table, okay.
Yes, it is a table share. Usually when you see paying a room percentage is when they get the bad beat up over 100,000.
I see.
Yes, yes. Queen 7-7, nobody with a 7 nor a queen. Checked around.
Interesting, interesting.
5 of diamonds, 3 of the diamonds on the board.
Nobody with the flush, but Jose does have the king high flush draw. Connor, the pair of 5s, actually is the best hand right now.
That is crazy.
That is crazy.
That's what I was just trying.
indeed.
He's got a pair of 5s and he's sitting with 61% chance to win this hand.
Looking good. Come on, Connor.
And he bets it. He says, I know I'm in the lead. At least I hope I am. Jose's probably going to make this call. It's not a huge bet, $30. It's one. It was at the time. It was 1/3 pot.
Mm-hmm. That's reasonable.
So now if he calls, he's actually getting 4-1 on his money. And
Now, on that paired board, it does get a little bit dicey.
yes, because what happens if well, 7 of diamonds can't come.
Yeah, you could be up against pocket 5s, though.
Yes.
And if Connor's going to play ace-5, he could easily play 5-5. Ooh, and a double paired board. Counterfeits Connor's 5s, but he's still got the best hand with the ace kicker now.
Yeah, that's so funny.
That is funny.
That is so funny. If he didn't have an ace, if he had a jack something,
Wow.
then Jose wins with king high.
With king high, yeah.
So here we go. Button move. Chips are pushed around.
And we are off to another undoubtedly massive hand.
Hand number 29. 1, 2, $5 per hour. If you're not sitting at Kojaks and you're not playing 1, 2, you're crazy.
You crazy.
That reminds me of that Buck Cherry song. Hey,
you're crazy.
Hey, there's song that's song innuendo number 2.
Here we go. We're taking it on tour. You
Yes.
come to Kojaks, you see our first gig. You catch us in California, and we're playing whatever it is. Chicago playing Lollapalooza.
We are about ready to open up our 4th cash game on this beautiful Saturday night. 4 cash games about to be running. We've got a list up of 5 on the button, no limit hold'em. So if you're not here, at least be watching. At least see that action is crazy at Kojaks. Don't forget, tomorrow is Sunday. Today is Saturday. Tomorrow is Sunday. It is our $120 no limit hold'em bounty tournament. Every player that you knock out, you get $50.
Get $50.
$50 makes a holla.
And it's real fun. Each player gets a biscuit. And so if you knock them out, you collect the biscuit.
Yes.
So you get to stack them up, have a good time doing it. It's a great tournament, great structure. And Kevin with the 6-6, looking for the devil's set. Woody got the 4-4. He'll have some more. Don't encourage that.
Right?
Yeah, please don't. 2 hearts on the flop, though. Guido gets the heart draw with his jack-high flush draw. Though I believe, nope, Scott's got the top pair with the 8. Jack kicker. The answer is Bubba's. What did Jack ate? He ate Bubba's.
6 players, 2 pocket pairs.
And Johnny looking for, I believe he's actually double guttered too. 3, 4, no, he's not. But he is guttered. Drawn to the high end of the straight. But on a flush board, he decides to get out of there. Or a flush draw board. Kevin's up and down with his pocket 6s. That's, ooh, a king on the turn does not give anyone their outs. Kevin's still best with his pair of 6s. Of course, a quarter of the deck will give Guido the flush. A 6 of hearts would just be disgusting. Kevin sitting back, letting the cards come to him. And that 10 of clubs on the river actually gives Guido the top pair. Kevin's 6 is no longer ahead. He's got the Guido's got the check mark. Kevin bets it. Throws out a black chip. Let's see if it's worth the full 100. 80. 80 is what he decides to bet.
No pair.
And Guido calls with his second pair. Takes it down. Taking him down. These are big pots. $370 inside of that one.
Jack 10 pulls it in.
Jack 10 again.
Jack 10 again. I didn't even hear the pin drop except through our microphones. You can hear a pin, you can literally hear a pin drop in here.
Some good audio equipment. Some good audio equipment. We're having a good time here in the booth. I hope y'all are having a good time on Saturday, whether you're playing poker here at Kojaks or not. Although you'd probably be having a better time if you were playing Kojaks poker.
100%. I would love to be able to play tonight. Unfortunately, I get to work, which means I'm making money instead of losing money.
Well, you know. Hard to argue with that. Jose with the 10-9. Guido picking up the king-queen. Jose opening the 10-9 actually under the gun. He's going to get re-raised by next to act. That's a scary spot right there. Let's see if Jose holds on to that 10-9. I doubt it. Connor picking up some real playable hands, though, with that ace-10. He does pop a little green chip in there. Johnny gets rid of his Robbie Lou. Woody making a decision. Opts to fold. Richard loving that ace-10 of spades, though. Guaranteed. And it looks like graphics are not correct on his stack. He's got that black chip sitting on top, so he's got at least $100.
Yeah, it was like 200. 200 and some change.
Oh, it looks like Kevin with his king-queen. We got a lot of duplicate hands here. 3 king-queens and 2 ace-10s.
That's...
Oh, what is this?
And look at this. One of the king queens is 4%. One is 3%.
Mm-hmm.
One is 5%. And that's because there's less clubs out there.
Right. Exactly. Always weird how the odds work. And Richard actually, even though his ace-10 is technically tied with Connor's ace-10, Richard's ace-10 is suited, so he's actually got the most equity right now with the overcard, the ace, and the nut draw. And this has turned into a massive, massive pot. Kevin 4-betting to 50. Scott making the call instantly. Guido calls.
These are the type of boards that come out like 5,
2,
7,
yeah.
6. Because all the big cards are in their hand.
Exactly. Wouldn't it be funny if it was all 7s?
2 aces, 2 10s, 3 kings, 3 queens. Watch the board come out. Ace,
King.
ace, king, queen.
Ace, king. Well, there's an ace.
Oh, it's so close to it.
Oh, man.
So ace, jack, 5. So 3 players flop a gut to the 10.
Yep.
2 players flop top pair.
And 2 players are holding the 10. They're holding the outs.
Oh, my gosh.
So this is going to get real interesting real fast.
It's going to be neat to see who folds the gut shot and who falls with the gut shot.
That's true. Very telling hand.
That's going to be pretty neat.
Let's see if Richard wants to stab at it. Oh, he doesn't stab. He goes all the way in with his ace-10. Technically has the best hand right now, too.
It looks like 200.
Oh, it says 27. Obviously, that's...
Yeah, it's because he just happened to add on just right before the graphic got updated.
Exactly. Ooh, now Kevin with the decision. Does he follow the gut shot? He's not really getting a good price here.
Not anymore.
But he does make the call. Wow. Throws 2 black ones right in the middle. Scott going to get out of there. I'm sure Guido going to get out of there.
I don't think anybody calls except for Connor.
It's going to be tough even for Connor. We're going to a turn. Is it a deuce? 6. Okay. Yeah, Connor does make the call.
Richard's got the flush.
And Richard flushes. He arrives at the flush. Oh, not too bad there. What
So
is he?
Kevin actually made the call, not Connor.
I see.
Oh, they do make flushes.
And it looks like, what is that, a triple up for Richard?
Pretty close to it.
Pretty close.
Pretty close to being in the green now.
Love
Or
that.
Black, whatever you want. He's down 127.
Yeah, runner. 2 spades on the end.
They had an ace.
You have an ace?
Good hand right there. Richard just catching him pretty good so far. Run a couple of big bluffs. Caught a couple of good hands. Certainly one of the more active players here. Let's see here. Richard at 90% VPIP. Second place is Joni at 66% VPIP. I haven't seen Joni in a little while.
Nope, she's been kind of quiet.
She's been a little quiet. She's dropping those numbers down.
Thank you, Chris.
The most aggressive player, Connor, at 47% aggression factor. A couple of players not too far behind at 42. Jose, Johnny, Woody, Kevin, all at 42% aggression. So if you like big pots, you like playing against aggressive players, this is definitely the night to do it. Now Richard with the 7 deuce. As far as I know, they're not playing the 7 deuce game, but he's going to go ahead and limp the hijack.
I was trying to play what I did.
I think that's yours, though. She pretty well keeps her
Might have messaged me.
Jose with the king 9. A whole dollar to call.
But that could be.
Oh, wait a second. Here's a raise right here. 20 $25, $30, something like that. Guido's getting out of there.
It looks like it's like where you would have just taken it off of your cards.
Guido's been quiet.
Guido's been quiet. Guido's got a decent stack, though, to show for his quietness.
Yeah, they tell you
No, grand. I was just trying to
It's crazy to watch how different people like their chips. Like Richard didn't want the black chips. Johnny wanted the black chips.
Not a big fan of the black chips, unless I have a lot.
So is it more intimidating to put 100 red chips in the pot, or 20 red chips in the pot, or 1 black chip?
For me, it's the red chips if the player can count them out quickly. If he can't count them out quickly, he stumbles around, then no, it's the black chip.
So whatever happened 20 minutes ago.
In my opinion, your familiarity with the chips is a good indicator of how long you've spent at the table.
When I go to Vegas or something like that, I like to, when I count chips out, keep my chips in un-20.
Yeah.
I like to put
That's
them,
dirty.
When I make a bet, I like to put, like, say $100, I'll count out 7, then 6, and then 4, and then 3. So they don't think I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. I always just knock my chips over as soon as I sit down. Like, oh, I'm so clumsy, guy.
Is Kevin all in?
Kevin?
Where's all Kevin's chips?
Kevin's? Kevin's got something going on here.
sometimes that 5 on the button gets a little hot.
It's pretty steep.
To see a flop.
He must be all in because Jose really is having a hard time with that. No pair. He gets out of there.
Oh my goodness.
Button right.
It's a different way to play when you can only buy for 300.
Right, not like 70%.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you can't-
that looks like Kevin made a big bet, taking down a big pot.
Takes it a little bit long to catch up to them.
Right. See me, I just buy whatever nights I could.
See, like Joni, she gets up and she just quits playing.
Right after, someone was in.
We're
in
waiting
Here we
for
go.
that next big
We're off to hand number 33 right here. Lucky number 33.
You hear that, Robert?
It's all right, Robert. Me and her have a love-hate relationship too. She loves to hate me too as a dealer.
You didn't do too bad today.
I know, not too bad.
Connor with the queen 4. Joni 5 deuce. She lets it go. Pitches the cards. Dropping that V-pip down.
Yes.
Seat 6 close. Seat 7 close. Seat 8 close.
Woody picking up the 6-8. Does get out of there. Richard, ace 6. Certainly good enough for $2. Kevin, same story with the ace 5. Scott picking up the ace jack on the button. Does decide to raise it up, a standard squeeze spot. Let's see if anybody calls. I'm sure everybody's going to call. Guido making me a liar. Gets out of there. First chance. Richard throws in a greenie. And Kevin, I'm sure, is going to come along. Getting pretty good odds now.
Watch. The center. Watch the center. Number 2.
Though he does not have position.
You're talking about, oh no, he's not. He's
3 aces accounted for. 3 players playing the hand.
He's like the.
Going off to a flop. Ooh, with a king. King 10 deuce. 2 spades.
Like the
Yeah,
head
I'm
guy.
28.
Richard, the only one holding a spade. Everybody has an overcard to this board.
My father, he's 40 years old. They don't give a shit.
See if Scott C bets. Yep, he bets. Looks like it's good enough for Richard to get out of there.
The big team leader.
Kevin wanted to get sticky with it, though. He does decide to lay it down.
And honestly, I ain't
Scott taking a small pot. Easy game. Bet and take it. Easy game. I told you, lucky hand number 33.
I like it.
Was lucky for one of them.
got buttload of hair everywhere else, but face is naked.
Got a buttload of hair, huh?
Yeah, literally.
What's going on down there?
Quite over.
All right, here we go. Hand number 34. This one, I'm predicting a $112 pot.
A $112 pot. I like that.
Let's see how far off I am. 112 is the bet.
112 is the bet or the total pot?
The total pot.
Okay.
My bet on the pot is
If
$0.
if George is correct with this and the pot is $112, the first person to comment he is correct gets a spin on the wheel of happiness.
Love it. The wheel of tricks.
Yes. The wheel of free stuff.
Look, we're already up to 35 bucks.
I feel like the winner of this.
And we got Scott with a suited queen, queen 7.
Yeah, I know.
Dominates Joni's 10-7. Woody with the dirty diaper, a suited dirty diaper, mind you.
I like the dirty diaper.
I like it too. I think it's a fun hand to play.
Who won that Princeton game last night?
And we're at 41 buckarooners. Ace in the window. Queen 7. Are you kidding me? Love that. Scott's got to be real happy about that. Flopping bottom 2 pair. Kevin with a pair of queens may be able to give some action to Scott. Scott bets 45. We're at 86 bucks in the pot.
You know who they were playing?
Jose with the decision. Looks like he's putting together some Colin chips.
That's who won.
Yeah, never really.
So they're playing tomorrow.
Counting them out. Oh, there it is. 131. Ah, missed it.
Oh, he
know
missed
me,
it. So
I'm just
this
fine.
hand, nobody gets a
is
spin
kinda
on the wheel of happiness, but it's coming. I promise you.
It's coming. Charlie, you got to guess the next one.
And we got in here, it was like refrigerator.
Oh yes, yes. We've been telling them all about it. And once again, action is packed at Kojak's. We do have a $5 on the button Big'O game. We have a $5 on the button no limit hold'em game. We've got this insane 1-2 game.
Yeah.
I promise you.
Talk about insane.
There's maybe not as much money on this 1-2 game, but there's close to it. Let's do the quick math right here. 800, 1400, 1900, 2000, 2500, 3000, $3,600 sitting on this table right now.
Woo. In a 1-2 game, that's unreal.
For a max buy-in of $300, you've got a chance at all of that money. So
That
here
is
we
true.
go. $176 in the pot. Pair of queens, 2 pair of queen 7, and top pair ace.
Another ace. Counterfeit.
Yeah. He does it all the time.
Oh, I really thought that was a sad trombone. I didn't realize that was the laughing.
I'll do it.
That was really close.
I've almost got perfect pitch.
That was really?
Well, I've been playing the bass. I can actually do, I can pick it up by ear now pretty well.
That's pretty sick.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. Check, check.
Yep. Not only does it counterfeit Jose's 2 pair, but it gave, it counterfeit Scott's 2 pair, but it gave Jose trips.
And nobody's going to bet it. Scott's kind of got to. Well, he's scared to bet it now with his
Yeah.
aces.
Yeah, and his queen is not even second pair at this point.
And he's counting chips.
Counting chips, I like it. I like it. What I meant was 212 in the pot. That's what I meant, 212. Even if we get a call, it's still not going to be there. Hey, by Price is Right rules, I came in below. I didn't over.
You still can win.
I didn't bust.
What was your favorite game on The Price is Right? Or what?
Oh man, you know, it's for me. It's that giant wheel at the very end. It's
like-
so iconic.
I love. Kevin makes the call with
Kevin
5.
with the queen, a non-believer.
He thought he was bluffing.
Yeah, and Jose shows the goods.
I like that. Check him, look him up.
Look
just to
him
make
up.
Sure. Kevin is still in the positive, $33, so it didn't hurt him.
Didn't hurt him, and he spent $100 to make sure that everybody at the table knows you can't bluff him.
Yeah. And that's that's really what you tell him.
That's it.
Because when you're making a bet against him, when one of these other guys or gals at the table is making a bet against him, later on they got to think, man, he.
Wait a second.
But they don't know what he had either.
That's true too.
But he obviously did not have an ace.
He didn't have an ace. He could have, if I were sitting at the table, I would think he had a king
Yeah.
or a queen.
I like it. I like it.
Hand 35. These hands are playing pretty quick, I gotta say. We're having a good time right now. And we've been here, wait a second. Let me get this right. Have we been here for 2 hours? Nobody's taken a spin at the wheel yet?
Nobody's taking a spin at the wheel.
Come on, type in, all right, look. Type in your favorite number.
Yes, type in your favorite number.
Type in your favorite number.
We're going to sit right here and stare at you. Type in your favorite number. First person to type in their favorite number gets a spin on the wheel.
That's all it takes.
I wish we had the Jeopardy theme. Yeah, here we'll play this.
Okay, yeah.
Blah. First person type in the chat gets a spin on the wheel.
What have you got to lose? I'm looking at you.
Yes, we're looking at you.
We're looking at you.
See, Dave, if you could spread your cards on the radio.
All right, we'll keep an eye on it. First person to type it in. We got a hand build in here. Kevin's got the greatest hand in poker. He doesn't realize it because he doesn't know me, but 5-3 wins all of the time.
There it is. bottom pair right there. That's all it takes.
See, if he shoves all in right here, nobody can call.
Nobody's going to call.
They'll never know.
They'll never
22,
know.
Michael McLean. Michael McLean, you have the first spin on the wheel. So here we go.
Spin it up.
You've got anything from a monthly membership, daily membership, Kojak's hat, free hours. Here we go. Here is your spin, Mr. Michael McLean.
Michael McLean, good luck to you, buddy. Woo!
All right, so Mr. McLean, next time you come in, you have a free daily membership. Congratulations, sir.
Congrats.
It's got the applause on there, but we're going to go ahead and throw the actual applause on here. So congratulations, sir. It is yours, Michael. Next time you're in, we'll have it ready for you.
Good job, Michael.
So see, just as simple as that. All you got to do is just comment. All you had to do is comment your favorite number.
You're a winner.
All right, so anybody but Michael McLean, comment your favorite number between 6 and 8, and we will give you a spin. Michael, you can't get this one.
Between 6 and 8.
Yeah, favorite number between 6 and 8. As we're doing a dealer change, we're giving stuff away. You saw what was on that wheel.
We're giving it away. That wheel is excellent.
7, Chris Carter
Chris
is the
got it.
absolute winner.
Chris
so
got
here
it.
we go, Chris. Here we go. This one's for you.
Jacob with the 10. I love it.
Yes.
Here we go. We're
right.
wheeling and dealing.
Carter, what we got? Come on. Ooh. A code. Oh, is it going to stay?
Up.
Oh, a
it's
daily
a daily.
membership also. This wheel is rigged, Carter, but that's 2 free daily memberships that we just gave away right there for just commenting your favorite number, Jacob Della Rosa.
10.
I like it. Eric, just a second late on that.
Yeah.
But Jacob, just for the absolute funniness of that, we're going to give you a free spin on the wheel also.
You get a spin.
So here we go. Jacob, this is yours. So Carter's got a free daily. Michael McLean's
What is
got a
it?
free daily. Oh, look at this.
Is it 3 hours?
Yes, so I
Love
gotta
that.
write this one down. Congratulations.
Love that.
So there we go, 3 free hours for Mr. Jacob De La Rosa. So Carter's got a free daily.
We're having a good time here.
McLean's got a free daily. And Mr. Jacob De La Rosa has 3 free hours.
Love it. Love it. Congratulations, everybody. This is,
Yes,
this
congratulations.
is a lot of fun.
And we'll go ahead and, since Carter didn't win the free hoodie, we'll go ahead and give him this. It was so
you
close,
missed
Carter.
out.
So close, Carter. Let's flip back over to that game, though. We got
they-
6-4-6 on the flop.
Do Kojak's hoodies come in 6X for Carter?
Oh, Carter, that's straight from George. George, he said he's waiting for you outside when you get off tonight.
That's fine, man. That's fine. I don't think I can take him, but it was worth it for the lulls.
All that matters is who can run faster.
That's true. I have 0 knees, so
So it sounds like you're screwed all around.
I'm screwed.
So here we go. King High is going to take this, but really
King
the first
High.
to bet is going to win it.
Yep. Let's see if Johnny takes a stab. Nope, she turns him over.
She conceded.
And hey, look, if you didn't win those spins, we got more coming around. So stick with us, and we'll give you another opportunity. Get that free daily, that free hoodie.
Hey, we should do a friend for spin for free beer.
Whoa, wait a second.
Next person to comment their favorite card in the deck of cards
Love that.
gets free beer for a night at Kojak's.
Okay, free beer for a night.
Yes. Their favorite card in the deck of cards gets free beer for a night at Kojak's.
Big blind, sir.
I might have to scroll down on there.
Oh yeah. I was wondering why.
There it is. Chris.
Donate that to someone because he's an annual member. I do like that, Carter. I do like that.
Very nice.
So the first person to correctly type in Chris Carter's last name and spell it correctly gets his free daily membership.
Hint, it's in the chat.
Yes, hint, it is in the chat. If you're reading it, you can get it.
That's it. That's all it takes. We love giving stuff away.
And Carter, I'll get you 2 free hours for that.
Raised to 15.
Appreciate that, brother. Here we go. Raised to 15. I just heard on the table. We got 8-6, King 9, the K9, Ace 9, Queen 8 suited, Queen Jack unsuited, 92 suited, in trouble to Johnny's Queen 8 suited.
This is going to be an action board. No matter what happens, you can tell already. Action run out.
4 play.
And Connor.
4-way action going to the flop. Deuce, 10, 2 hearts.
2 hearts. Nobody holding hearts.
Everybody's cold-blooded. Nobody has a heart.
Oh, man. If I only had a heart.
7 of diamonds on the turn.
Doesn't change much. Richard's still best. A 4 on the river locks it up for Richard, but that's a no pair hand he's got.
That was a good one. Wasn't even nothing good enough on the board to bluff with.
Man, really wish Connor got in there. Wanted to make a "Who let the dogs out" joke about that canine he's holding.
Woof. It's physically impossible to say who let the dogs out and not have somebody go woof.
Woof, 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 woof.
Yes.
What are we, 2023? Do we still not know?
I
We
don't
still don't know. Hey, Zach Carter got it. That might be suspect.
I think Nikki's got some food.
Charlie.
What's that?
Oh, Zach Carter spelled Chris Carter's name, but
Zach Carter gets that free
looks like he
daily.
gets it. It looks
All
like
right.
he gets it.
Call. Call.
Congrats, Zach.
Atta baby Zach, congratulations, my man. Way to correctly spell Chris Carter's last name. Miss you guys. We need to see y'all up here soon.
That is right.
Raise.
I got to play with both of them, I think. Well, one last time. It was the time before that. That was a good time.
Carter's missing out tonight. I think he might
He
be able
is.
to crush this table.
He is.
Raise. Can I give you this? 50.
Looks like we got a non-stack of chips. That looks like a beer. Being delivered.
Being delivered.
That was the girl right there.
So here we go. Richard with 98 suited. He's going to, oh, never mind. He's not going to raise it because it's been raised to 50. Collusion at its finest.
Cracking up. We got some chat pros out there today.
Carter's usually sitting in here with us.
I love it. And when he's not sitting in here with us, he's typing.
Still sitting in here with us. I'll be there shortly.
Love it.
Challenge accepted.
Can't wait to see you, Chris.
I'll go ahead and put your name up on that 1-2 list so you can crush them. Yep, wrong mouse. Wrong keyboard even.
Too many keyboards.
Yes.
And it looks like Woody's ace-king is going to take it down pre-flop with this one.
Carter, just so you know, they are playing 5 on the button Big'O tonight. And they have 1 seat open. Oh, 1 seat open. And sounds good. Trying to think of how to publicly say this. Bring your goat, and you'll definitely win a hand. And Carter will know exactly what I'm talking about. Watch.
Because I don't.
Bring a goat, and Carter will definitely win this hand. What am I talking about, Carter? Who's at the table?
I was trying to.
He will 100% get that if he's listening right now.
That is too funny. Too funny.
Where this is going, I don't take good hands.
He's probably sitting there, what the hell is Charlie talking about? Bring your goat. But then it's going to click in his head in just 1 second.
Too funny.
So action's coming around. Jose makes a call. Guido makes the call. Queen 10, 10-7. Joni's going to call.
Love
she
it.
should have raised right there.
Should have raised.
Good thing she didn't, because right behind her wakes up with pocket jacks.
The Jose's have come out to play.
I'm in Stanton just finishing up planting 156 plants. So Carter, when I say bring your goat, oh, I told you. Yes, yes.
Love it.
So here we go. Action's moving around. Raised to $40. It's a 3-bet. We've got 1 call. Nope, we don't have a call. We've got the Queen 10 folded, but the 10-7 made the call. Guido says, not in my house. And Joni's going to fold the winner 5-3 into the muck.
Connor, looking like he might take it down. I'm not sure.
Look at
Guido does call.
The Queen 10 that folded would be in the lead.
Yeah.
And the 5-3 is going to go runner. I just heard goat LOL and I knew who it was. Yes, sir.
Guido looking around, making a decision.
He's runner. He can't really call the that was a good $40 bet.
That was. Was a great bet.
Queen scared me out to get out of there.
I had 2 gapper, but it was just. Thank you very much.
And just like that, we've done 40 hands. Just like that. We've seen a lot of chips changing hands in that time. And it looks like so far, Joni's our big winner. Still up 349.
They got the Olympic Games for card dealing speed. You gotta get in it.
And Connor looking in second place at 263 in the black or the green.
Can land them on here. Line up for us.
Yeah. Accuracy
And
counts.
Johnny picking up big slick this time. 2 to call. Let's see what he decides. Nope. Looks like he throws out a $15 bet.
2 white chips, 3 black, or 3 red chips. What's the difference? Woody's 100% calling right here. That's Queen 10 is such a sexy looking hand.
Great hand. Great
Oh, we
hand.
got a new player at the table, Mr. Vin, sitting in. That's Kevin's old seat.
Okay. Kevin made the swap.
6-3, Ace King, Queen 10, 2 suited hands, spades and hearts. 6-3 is she gone.
She gone. Yeah, Queen 10, great hand. This, unfortunately, is not an example of that.
Yeah, it's severely behind the Ace King on this one.
And Ace King is always front of mind anytime you're playing against somebody.
Check, 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 check.
Ooh, another heart. 4 to a flush, unfortunately. Not good enough. Ace King shows the winner.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner, and she gone.
She gone. Just hard to get paid when you're out of position, even when you flop top pair.
You see the new ones they come out with the wavy Funyuns? They're a wavy potato chip, but they taste like Funyuns.
Really?
Yeah, my son.
Some of the stuff they talk about.
Zachary likes Funyuns.
like
So
I like snacks.
Yeah, late night snacks.
how to
Well,
do
okay,
that.
okay. What's your favorite chip? Tell him,
Doesn't
Mel,
look
I
like
said
funny,
hello,
but it tastes
Carter.
like a Funyun.
Miss her, I need to give her a hug. I haven't given her a hug in like a year. It's time for me to give her a hug. Her hugs are always so sweet.
It's been too long.
Yes. What is George? What's your
Favorite
favorite chip?
You know,
If you could set. Oh, hold on, hold on.
wait a second. Quad ace draw right here.
Yes, quad ace. American Airlines has woken up in Joni's hand, and she's been insanely quiet. She's up $349.
She's been quiet, but she's about to get loud. Look at this. Big old bet. 28? 20, yeah, 28.
So it was a raise to 7 and then a re-raise to 28. So that's a 3 bet to 28. Connor's going to make the call with Queen Jack unsuited. Everybody out here is eating.
They're having a good time out there. I feel left out.
I'm hungry. Oh, he hungry.
Connor makes the call, but it looks like he's the only one.
Guido says maybe. We saw him play 10-7 a while ago.
10-8, not that far behind. And actually, if you're going to suck out on pocket aces, that's a great candidate for that.
Straight and flush possibilities with it.
Indeed. Lock
Flop
up
comes
the
out. 3 players. Queen, 3,
Ooh.
4.
2 diamonds. Joni with the ace of diamonds, too, really cuts off. And that's actually probably one of the cards you don't want to hold because you want people to draw for the flush.
And that's a huge bet by Joni.
$100 into
Over
a pot
of $87.
of 87.
So that's the over bet. She says if you're going to draw out the diamonds,
Yep.
I'm going to say it just like this.
Oh, but she.
She says your ass is paid.
Yeah.
You cannot be
Your
paid.
ass is paid.
And she shows.
She shows them.
She says you're not drawing against me.
That's right.
What was that?
Yeah, it's always the worst feeling. You get those aces, you get sucked out on. Do what you can to prevent that. Now, I think if she had bet a little bit less, Connor's top pair probably would have called. She may have been able to extract some value there.
Everybody loves a good bad beat story.
Yeah, that's true.
Joni was part of a terrible beat. Not a bad beat, as in sense of winning the jackpot, but a terrible beat. She was playing a cash game. This was probably about 8 months ago. And she had pocket 5s, and somebody raises, and she calls. That person had pocket aces.
Uh-huh.
And flop comes out like Queen 5, 9.
Okay.
Joni bets, that person raises. Joni pushes all in, that person calls, and he shows pocket aces. And she giggles, and she goes, how many times do you want to run it? The person said 3 times. And she said, sure, why not?
No, don't tell me.
Well, on the top board, it goes, the turn card was a blank, the river card was an ace. And that person wins set of aces over a set of 5s. The next board, a turn card of a king and a river card of an ace.
Wow.
And so she ends up losing 2 of the 3 boards.
Wow.
But good thing she didn't just run it once.
Right.
She would have lost it. So she essentially got 1/3 of the money back.
Yeah, even if she ran it twice, she would have been.
Yeah. Sol. You know what Sol stands for? SOL.
That's right.
Flop comes out, Queen, Jack, 10, and Nikki is a professional. So we've got new coffee machines.
Okay.
Nikki is a professional at that. And she can make some of the best best iced coffees, warm coffees, whatever you want. She dresses it up, and I promise you it's better than Starbucks.
I have heard rave reviews.
All right, and
There's a bunch of trays like this out here.
Where? Outside?
Yeah.
You want one?
Please. Me?
Yes, sir.
I'll go take it.
You win this hand.
Big pot. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, we're going off to hand 44. Lucky number 44? Maybe. Chris Carter asking, did she get caramel? I'll be honest, I don't know how to answer that. I feel like there's a joke in there, but I don't know what the joke is.
Did they tell you?
Connor picking up Queen 9 suited under the gun.
No, I said.
Johnny's J6. Looks like he's going to play it. No, he does. He pitches it. He gets out of there. Love that shirt, though, by the way. Very cool.
15. Woody calls.
Woody with the pocket 5s this time. Vin with the pocket 8s. And Scott with the pocket 7s. Jose with the pocket aces. What is happening? Who shuffled this deck? You look down at pocket aces on the button. You got to be feeling really good. He does bet it up. 45.
That's on you, Voodoo. Didn't look like you knew. It was
Good
like-
re-raise right there. Standard size. See what anybody makes of this. Guido probably getting out of there with the Queen 6. Acting like he's got a decision. Small blind. He's got 44 to call. I'm not sure Queen 6 is good enough there, but yeah, he decides not to make a play. Joni just scooped a pretty big pot. She gets out of there. Connor calls. Love that. Queen 9. Woody looking for a set. Feels like he's got good enough odds. Vin decides to make a call, as well as Scott, looks like.
5 players.
Here we go. Almost everybody with a pair. Let's see that queen. Oh, it's a king. King 3-4, 2 hearts. And it's going to check around, I'm sure, to Jose. Surprisingly, with all the pairs out there, surprisingly, we didn't see a set on the flop. Jose still best. Unfortunately, if anybody else's hand improves, I don't expect Jose would see it coming. Except maybe the 5s. Give ace deuce the wheel. 6-7, probably not coming along. He makes a big bet, 105, into a pot of 228. Just shy of a half pot size. Woody probably not going to call here. I can't imagine any of the pocket pairs are going to continue with that king high out there. Then, nope, not going to try for one of his 2 outs. Same story with Scott gets out of there. Jose scoops a good one. That $105 sizing, probably targeting a king. Was a smart play. Maybe he's got the ace of hearts, so he probably wasn't targeting a flush draw. A good bet nonetheless, and does scoop that $333 pot. Lucky 333. And just like that, we're on to another hand. Hope everybody's having a good time. Chris Carter says, ask her if she got caramel, I guess. Stacy Walters giving a shout out to Mr. T. Love it. Thanks for chatting with us, everybody. We really appreciate the comments. We like the engagement. I'm trying to give back to you guys. We got that wheel of surprises.
35.
The free wheel. The steel wheel. We hope you're having a good time here on this Saturday night. Johnny playing the 9-8. No, Johnny not playing the 9-8. Guido raising up the Jack 10 on the button. Big bet. Gets one caller.
35 total.
Going to a flop. See if Guido improves. You can see the hope in his eye as he takes a sip. Oh, that is the opposite of a sip. That is a dip. Ooh, action flop there. 5-4-3. Scott playing the mystery hand today. Queen of diamonds brings in the flush, potentially. Guido holding the jack of diamonds. That would be the third nut flush draw by my count,
Well, one person does it, 2 people can't.
excluding any straight flush possibilities. Yeah, looks like Scott bets. Guido folds.
He doesn't dare wake up.
Now we started off with some huge hands, multiple $650 plus pots. Keep in mind the max buy-in for the 1-2 game is 300. We got many players above that mark though. Jose at 800, Joni at 700, Woody at 518. We're playing a big 1-2 game. We're very deep stacked out here. Whoa!
I mean, I like 5 on the button, but sometimes can't even see a flop.
Everybody's buying after 800. It's a little higher than our risk tolerance.
You already did, I think. That's all right.
You ready?
Okay.
Man, there's something about how good a Twix is.
Like the Twix, I am cutting. I'm currently in a cutting phase. Look at this guy over here.
Why not?
Got a cruise coming up in June. Would be my second cruise. Looking forward to it, but I got to be able to fit into my Speedo. Kidding. I don't want to put anybody through that. Look at Connor with the pocket kings. Leads out on the jack high board. 2 clubs out there. He's holding a club. The king of clubs, obviously. Woody raises. Woody raises with his pair of jacks. Maybe trying to charge a club draw. Connor, smooth check into the aggressor. I love that play. Woody checks behind. Ooh, a third spade comes in. We got the backdoor spades. Thank you, my man. Connor with the check mark does lead out on the river. Does Woody think that his jack, his pair of jacks, is the best hand? That's the question. Technically 2 pairs, jacks and 5s. Jacks and 5s? What? Woody really thinking it over. With his raise on the flop, he's got to be convinced his top pair is at least very good, if not the best. But Connor quickly calling and then leading out on the river, probably raising some alarm bells, scratching his head, wondering, what does Connor have? Does he have ace-jack? Woody's got what we call kicker problems, and that's probably the thing holding him up right now. Jack 9. Ace-4 makes a straight. 2 spades
Queens.
makes a flush. Is a pair of jacks the best hand? He throws in the money. He gets the bad news. Pair of kings with the king of spades. Easy game. Just pick up an overpair. Easy. Connor scoops a pretty massive pot, though. Good value bet on the river there. Does get paid off.
2 clubs on the flop. Yeah. That's what I figured you might have been chasing.
And we got a little table talk here talking about that. I do enjoy the table talk here at Kojak's.
What?
10 of hearts.
Race.
this. Jose with the ace jack. Guido with the king queen. King Quisha. Joni's been pretty quiet. Joni's VPIP has dropped down, but she's still at 65%. Playing just about every hand for the first hour or so. Maybe the first hour and a half. Richard with the quad draw, quad twos.
4 5.
Connor looking for a couple of fours on that flop. Let's see if we can bring it to him. 10, 6, 5. Nobody with the set. Nobody with the current flush draw. But a couple of backdoor possibilities for Guido, Connor, and Richard. Of course, Richard probably not going to like to flush if he does.
35.
The low flush. Quite the decision. Jose betting his ace high. Guido makes the call. Like that, 2 overs.
3 play.
And the king of diamonds. Could give him some bluffing possibilities. Richard, as we've seen, maybe taking up some of those bluffing possibilities. Ooh, a queen of clubs on the turn gives Guido top pair. Great kicker. Jose thinking about it. Does he bet again? He's got a gut shot. Guido holding his out. Ooh, what is that, 80 bucks? Guido going to make the call with his top pair. No redraw for Guido. Now Richard with the decision. 2's not often best here. With a raise and a call. Oh, a king on the river. Wow. 2 pair. 2 pair for Guido, but Jose makes the straight. Gets there on Broadway. An unlikely river card, but very much an action river card. Jose, I think, could bet probably up to 2/3, 3/4 pot. And Guido would have to call with his 2 pair. He does elect for 105, a little bit less than a third size. Snap call by Guido. Good sizing there. And Jose turns over Broadway. Bad news for Guido. Good value bet there. Jose gets paid. Gets paid 50 big blinds just on that river. Scoops a pot for a profit of 300, which is a full max buy. Jose stack now up to $1,136 in a 1-2 game. Kojak's plays a little differently. Kojak's plays a little differently, but in a good way. We're having a good time out here. If you're not out here, what are you doing? Come on and see us.
No, it's okay.
The beer is cold, the cards are good, and the chips are flying. Vin with the 8-7 under the gun. Let's see how loose he is. Does make the limp. Like that. Like that. Scott gets rid of his suited queen. Jose is out of there with a mystery hand. Still stacking chips from that last pot. Guido trying to make it right with a limp there for the ace-5. Joni with the pocket Jonies. She does make a good raise there, 30 bucks, very large. But like we were talking about, you gotta raise it up pre-flop if you want to thin the field. If it's good enough for 2 bucks, likely it's good enough for 20 bucks, but 30, some players might have to think about that. Richard not really thinking too hard about it with his 5 deuce. Offsuit, no less. Vin gets out of there. Guido with his ace high, wondering, what is Joni's raising range? Is my ace crushed? Ooh, doesn't matter. He throws it all in the middle. No, he just makes a call. Never mind. I thought I saw his mouth say all in. All right, we're looking for, oh, ace in the window with a 5 behind. Guido, 2 pair. Joni is crushed right now, and Richard's got a pair of 5s.
Okay.
Richard makes a easy check right there. Guido, let's see if he checks to the aggressor.
Because you didn't do it in one motion.
Or decides to put, yeah, he rips it. He rips it all in. 30 bucks thereabouts. I think Joni's probably going to make a call there, hoping to bring Richard along.
14.
She's not best here very often, but for that price, yeah, it's hard to get away from that. Let's see if Richard decides to come along. She is curious as well. Yeah, for that price, he's already got a pair. Technically a wheel draw, technically. Backdoor needs runner. Oh, a 3 will help him out, though. A 3 does really give him a wheel draw. Oh, my mistake. Guido had what looks like 10 behind on his last bet. 5 behind, so he goes ahead and throws those last red chips in there. I like that. Still best, 86% chance. Wow, and Richard catches a 4 on the river. All right, last couple of hands. I hope y'all had a good time with us. Wow, what an absolutely insane play where 5 deuce. River's ahead of jacks and a flop 2 pair for ace 5. Richard puts it in a sizable bet. Joni gets out of there. She's worried about that ace, and Guido gets the bad news. Yikes. 2 hands in a row. Just getting demolished. But what do you do there? I mean, you got to call. You got to bet. And Richard just drags a nice sized pot there. Profits $101. That puts Richard only down 47 bucks. Love to see it. You love to see it. Jose's still the big winner. The chip leader right now, 1136. Guido adds on for another 300. Another max buy. The guardian of freedom himself. Joni's still sitting around a cool double up right now.
300.
A lot of players above 30% VPIP. Actually, everybody above 30% VPIP. Woody at 34%. Just barely higher than that 30% mark. But this is an action game. Scott under the gun, king 8. Nice suited king does limp.
Lucy raised 30.
In an action game like this, that's not a bad hand to have. Joni from pocket jacks upgrades to the ladies, gets pocket queens on this one. This will be one of the last hands that we play. We might be able to squeeze in 2 more. We'll see how fast the action goes. Richard tying Woody's ace 7, but he's got the suited variety for a little more equity. And holding diamonds, unlike Scott's spades. Vin with the ace of spades, 10 of diamonds. And Joni raises it back up to 30 bucks. Sizable pre-flop raise, but she still gets a couple of callers. Is Scott one of them? Yes, it appears so. Going off to a $120 flop right here. We got 2 clubs. We got the Jack 10 5. Vin hits a pair of 10s. Not as good as Joni's queens, and Joni's got to be feeling pretty good about that Jack high board. Wow, Vin leads out. Interesting. With a pair of 10s, Vin leads out. That's saying 2 pair or a flush draw. Joni snap calls. You couldn't snap any faster. Richard with the decision. Doesn't have much equity. 1%. He gets out of there. A king on the turn. Might be freaking Joni out a little bit, but she is up and down. An ace or a 9 would give her a straight. She calls immediately. She's also better than Vin's tens. And Vin looking for Broadway too. Oh, a third heart. So running hearts. Joni, the only player with a heart. Let's see if Vin shoves. He's kind of backed himself into a quarter as far as bet sizing goes. That pot's $380. It looks like Vin only got 86 behind.
Johnny Con, showdown, sir.
That was less than a quarter. Yeah, he shoves. Joni got to think about it a little bit. Faced a lot of aggression. She doesn't think about it too much. Vin shows the tens. Joni pitches. We may have had a misread here.
Oh, darn. Oh, I guess there's not much to call, huh?
Oh, it looks like
81.
That's what you threw to
81 is a call.
Oh. I was like, why are you giving me that?
She said, I'll take 81 back.
Joni gets a green one back.
Remember when you call, you threw it over
I
here.
believe we had a misread here.
They're a quarter to call.
Yeah.
Johnny paying off Vin right there.
Fantastic move, my friend.
Yeah, it looks like it must have been a misread. Queens would have definitely been ahead of pair of tens.
Yeah.
Curious to know. Type in the chat. What do you think he had? What do you think Vin actually had?
Yeah, the phone wants to be on the floor.
Yeah, I guess so.
Curious. I am curious to know. But hey, we played 50 hands so far. We're about to. Having a good time on this Saturday night. Hope you're having a good time at home. And if you're at home, what are you doing over there? Get out to Kojak's, man. This place may be the best poker club in West Texas, bar none.
You need to play something else first time I peeked down.
2 to play.
Pardon me?
It's on you.
The chips are flying. The cards are good. And we played 50 hands. We are off to hand number 51 right now. Should be cutting the stream pretty soon. It's been a lot of fun with you guys. Had a good time. Hope you had a good time watching. Hope we gave you that good old poker feeling. Can't wait to see some cards. Can't wait to see you here pretty soon.
Yes.
Richard pitches the suited queen on the button.
Cut 4.
Johnny with the 3-bet to 32. That'll get a lot of people out of there. Vin free rolling now after winning that big pot. King 10. King 10 of clubs. He's got Guido crushed right now. 10-8.
Check.
Oh, and the flop is king high.
55.
Nobody really with a piece except for Vin. Johnny goes ahead and bets it. Vin checking to the pre-flop aggressor. Does pay off. Got top pair, pretty decent kicker. Johnny with the ace-jack. Gonna need a little help on this turn card. Get called with your C-bet. Looks like he might be giving up here, waving the flag. Does pick up a pair on the river, though it is a third spade.
75. Call 75.
Johnny checks it to Vin. Or sorry, Vin in the small blind goes ahead and leads out. A little value bet action. Johnny does snap call. Gets the bad news. Pair of jacks does not beat a pair of kings here.
Smaller bit.
50 hands is a pretty good pace, if you ask me. Especially with the dealer shuffle. See how quick they are. A lot of great dealers here. Every one of them. Every one of them's got jokes. And you know me. I like jokes. I am one. Nah, that's a joke. I hope. I don't know.
With this in here.
Going off to hand 52.
Raise.
And you can see that the game dynamic didn't really change much. We started out six-handed, and then as we got more players,
7.
the pots just got bigger. Typically, you'll play a little bit tighter with more players at the table, a little bit looser with fewer players at the table.
Johnny call.
Not here, though.
Richard call.
Everybody's calling most hands. Look at this. Joni calling with queen 8. Guido raising it up with ace 9. And he gets a million callers. Vin with the ace 10 suited. I like that hand.
8 players.
All right. We've got a couple of hands left. 15 minutes. Hurry up and type in there how much fun you had on a scale of 1 to 10. 14. Love that.
14, that's how much.
Yeah, I'm about there too. I'd say I probably had about 14 worth of fun too.
Richard call.
We got Chris in the studio, non-Carter. And it looks like Vin flopping top pair
Bet. 40.
with a backdoor heart draw. Nobody holding 2 clubs. A couple players holding 1 club. Well, we've seen some huge pots so far tonight.
For a 1-2 game, there's been a lot of action.
It's been wild. It's been the wildest.
The wildest. Absolutely.
And Johnny with the gut shot here. Looking for a 5. Looking actually kind of good against Vin's top pair. That 4 of hearts really going to lock it up for Vin. Johnny turning a pair. Richard probably going to get out of there.
60 is the bet.
Quite the decision there, Johnny. Check or bet. Ooh, he likes to check.
Yeah, and Vin's got that backdoor flush draw that came into play too.
He's got it locked up. He bets. Everybody else folds. Easy game.
Easy game.
Easy game. Just bet. Everybody folds. You win.
Thank you, sir.
No, I'm good. Vin dragging $139 out of that $246 pot. That's the fun part about multi-way pots. You put in a little bit, you get a lot back when you win.
Exactly.
And we've seen a lot of those.
A lot of.
I don't think we've seen a single heads-up pot from flop to finish.
Where else can you play in a 1-2 game, get a raise under the gun to $10 and get 6 callers? Really?
I know, nowhere else. The action group of players here. It's been fun to watch. I'll tell you that much. It is fun to play also.
I agree with that, 100%.
And here we go, case in point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 limpers.
6 limpers.
Even the small blind completes. And look at this range of hands. Johnny, I like Johnny's hand, that ace 9. Guido playing the mystery hand. Ooh, ace right there. 2 diamonds. Nobody really holding diamonds. Maybe Guido is. He's going to check, make sure that he's holding diamonds. That puzzled look on his face makes me think he probably doesn't have diamonds. Little $7 bet from Johnny with his top pair. Richard wants to get sticky. You can see it. Nope, he doesn't this time.
If I remember correctly, I don't think Jose's cards are actually correct here.
Okay. We did have a misread, it looked like earlier. I thought Joni would have won with her pair of queens, but the pot went Vin's way with a pair of 10s. At least that was shown on the graphics.
Yeah, so sometimes as the cards are flying over the readers,
I see.
it reads the wrong hand for a person, but I'm fairly certain that Jose actually has Jack 3 here, not 9-3.
Ah, that would make a difference.
And so Johnny is betting his top pair
Into 2 pair. Jose makes the call. Yeah, pretty tough to make a call
Jose went
all in. Yeah, pretty tough to make a all-in bet when you just have a pair of threes. So makes a lot more sense. Yeah, there's the Jack 3.
Yeah, turns it over and shows Jack 3.
Oh, Johnny gets the bad news.
Say must see.
Pitches it right, right at Jose. I'm sure no disrespect meant by that.
All right, guys, we're gonna just stream about 3 more hands. We're gonna keep
I'm
the game
sure.
going, though, so
I'm
y'all
sure.
keep playing.
Kind of the way his
Stream
night's
another
been
3
going.
hands. We're gonna cut the stream
Yes,
off.
indeed.
There are no seats open.
Yeah,
out there, so we're gonna
that
keep the
does
game going.
pretty much sum it up. You
You're
flop
welcome to
top
play
pair,
as long as you want. We're gonna cut the stream
and you
off
just
about
get
3
bested.
hands.
Can we have this?
If, you know, if Jose flips over like ace queen there, then you go, okay, well,
Right.
that, you know, whatever. But when he flips over Jack 3, you're just like, wow.
Wow.
But at the same time,
You
he
had
didn't
8
raise
people.
pre-flop with
Yeah.
an ace, and so there you go.
Exactly. Yeah, you had 8 people in the pot. 2 pairs, almost guaranteed.
Small blind can throw in $1 with a whole lot of hands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jack 3 was one of them that time.
Yeah,
Throw in $1 is exactly what it was.
exactly.
And here we go. Is this the final hand? Or we got one more after this.
This one might be the final hand. The final hand, the board misread the card.
Okay.
So like it gets kind of squirrely. So we'll be able to tell pretty quick if this is it.
Well, we sure have had a good time with you guys watching us, playing with us.
I don't think this is it just yet. We've
Okay.
got about 10 minutes till the game's over, so
Probably 2 more.
yeah, probably.
Got some fast dealers out here. Scott, love that. Good raise with ace queen. Jose thinking about it with his suited ace. He does make the call. I'm sure Joni gets out of there. She's been winning, first of all. But only getting involved with real good hands lately.
Joni tends to be pretty good at winning.
Yes, I see that. We saw that tonight. And Richard with the queen 5 makes the call. Non-suited. Could be a steam call. Looks like he's got a little more than 134 behind. Could see a big pot in this one. 147 to the flop. Flop a 953.
His stack looks more like 400 than 130.
Yeah, yeah, that looks about right. Johnny hits top pair with his queen 9. Does check it around to the pre-flop aggressor Scott. C-bets. Pretty good board for Scott. Unfortunately, when you got 4 players in the pot, you know somebody's going to at least hit top pair.
Most of the time, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Jose thinking about it. Does pitch middle pair, it looks like. Kind of doesn't really want to call. But maybe he does. Nope. Gets out of there.
That looked to me like he was trying to convince himself to call and just couldn't do it.
That's what I thought too. Well, there is one spade out there. Maybe I can get running spades.
It's hard to hit a pair.
It is.
I got one.
I got one. That's what Richard's saying. He hit a pair too. He's a 7 of diamonds. Doesn't really improve anything. Johnny's top pair still best with 9s. Richard gonna check it around to Scott. See if Scott fires again. May check his option here with the. Yep.
He just didn't realize that Richard had already checked.
Yeah, it looks like he's going all in. Is that a shove?
That is a shove.
Wow.
All in. And Johnny's like, oh my gosh, I flopped top pair and I can't make the call.
Can't make the call there.
That is so gross.
That is. If
The
he
worst
only
part
knew.
of it is he was ahead.
If he only knew.
He only knew. He'd be kicking himself right now.
Oh man, wearing a great shirt though. You gotta give it up for Johnny's shirt.
Got that chroma color thing going on right on our
Love
our
it.
live stream.
Love it. Color bars. Yeah, Richard all in to call. Doubtful call there. Does have a pair of 5s. Technically the best hand, beating Scott's ace queen, but does he know that? How can he?
He just asked for a count, got it.
Really thinking about it.
So he's got $93. He's trying to get there, and he's trying to put the story together. Scott raised pre-flop. Is he going to raise pre-flop with any of that? Scott tends to play pretty tight.
Yep. And Scott's representing an overpair here. Tens, jacks, queens. Oh, Richard makes the call. And he's way ahead right now. A 4 does not help the ace quisha. Scott, wow. Scott flips over the ace queen. Richard turns over the pair of 5s. Oh, man, you saw that look of disgust. Oh, man. Big game.
At this point, Scott's done. He says, I'm tired of giving you guys money. I'm out.
Yep.
Somebody else give my money to.
Hey, I'm right here, Scott.
We love Scott out here. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Hate to see him lose.
That's the thing. You hate to see, if everybody could win, that would be great. But that's the thing about poker. You always do win sooner or later.
Eventually.
It's been fun watching you, Scott. And just like that, there were 8.
So I actually do think that this is our last hand.
All right.
I think Scott busted the hand just before our last hand. So.
Well, hey, it's been fun commentating with you guys. I hope you all had a good time watching our poker stream. I hope it talked you into coming out here.
I hope so too. We'd love to see you.
Yeah.
Bunch of folks out here have a good time playing some poker.
We got a good couple of games running right now, too. I think that Big'O game is still going. So come out and play some Big'O if you haven't. That's Clyde's favorite. Connor with the Jack 6. I think that's my favorite hand out of the board. Oh, does not hit though. Ace high, ace 10-5.
I think pre-flop I would probably lean just a little bit towards Johnny over just about anybody else. He's got a lot of connectivity there.
Yep.
Joni with the flush draw, but it's a little 9 high flush draw. That's not anything. So.
Yeah, not a great one. You see 2 hearts come out, you get out of there just like she did.
Absolutely.
Guido, betting to take it.
Decides to take a stab at the pot, and everybody else says, you know what, you can have it, we're done.
You got it, buddy.
That flop was so terrible for all of us, we ain't in any of it. And surprisingly, nobody had an ace.
Yeah, that is true.
Had an ace.
Out of that many players.
Yep, I think that was the last hand. They're going to continue the game.
Yeah, come out.
Is this the last one?
I don't think there's going to be any more.
This is the 3rd, but we won't keep.
Oh,
No,
This is the last hand of the
I think this is the last.
oh, this is the final one.
Okay, this is the last hand.
That one went
This
so
is the last
fast, we had one.
Okay, 2-2.
Well, thanks for watching, everybody. We really had a good time. Georgia the Jungle here. We got Chris.
Absolutely.
We had Charlie in the booth earlier.
Raise 7 with
Smokey making a couple of rounds in too. And we sure had a good time commentating. Hope you at home, hope if you're watching, listening, you made it this far into this stream. You're probably into this. Maybe come check out our stream game next week. We'll be doing 1-2, I believe. And come out tomorrow. We got the $120 tournament, the PKO.
Yeah, that sounds right. And we're trying to get this stream off the ground a little bit, and we're looking to eventually have it run about 4 days a week.
All right.
So we'll be putting some different games on there. Just come out and see what's what. Check us out on Poker Atlas.
Yes, indeed.
And see what games are running and what games are waiting, and get yourself on the list and all that kind of good stuff.
There it is. And leave some comments too. Let us know what you thought about the stream, what you'd like to see. We're always open to suggestions.
Absolutely.
And we always love the engagement too. Even if you want to just put in a little poop emoji, maybe tell a joke or something. Hey, we love that too.
Absolutely.
Final hand, Connor got the king 10. Guido with the 6-3. That might be a steam raise. Ace 4, queen 5 is the board. Nobody with an ace again.
Check.
Richard with the Jack 10 doesn't have any idea how far behind he is.
Yeah, very true. Hard to know, especially as the action goes. Ooh,
You can see the board there doesn't match the board down there.
Right.
In the end, I don't think it matters much.
Nope.
I think Johnny has a pair of 6s.
So we done?
That's good enough. Johnny finally scooping a pot. Love to see it.
And Johnny
Okay.
pulled himself
So
in a pot
I take off these, right?
in the stream, so
Okay.
He ended a
Okay,
winner.
when I shoot my mark, they will bring you new-
Ended
they
on a
will
high
bring
note.
you
Ended on a
cards
high
back
note.
in
Well,
that moment, you can
we
say,
sure had a good time.
there we are. Now you
and
can say
again,
whatever you want.
this game is will
Alright.
continue. So if you're,
Welcome,
just
sir.
getting off work or
Stress
just
is
getting off
over.
whatever and just happen to
more
catch the end of this and you want to come down, just come on down.
Alright, now we're
Got
going
this
crazy.
game going and probably another 2 or 3 games.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think that Big'O game's still going. I think they got 5 on the
Okay.
button and maybe a
Do you have the
1-2
chips?
non-stream game. I think.
How much is that?
Maybe so.
Either way, come
Bring it
out.
to the table.
If we don't
One
have a
and
game
two.
going that you're interested in, bring it up. We'll try and start it.
Absolutely.
We're not live.
All right. Well, hey, it's been fun, and we'll hope to see you next time.